Good numbing. Hello YouTube. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to session, this is 12? Yeah, 12 of SMT5 Vengeance. We're back. We are doing more. As you can see by my total playtime, I've been grinding again. No, I've been back on my bullshit again. I've also done a few other things that I will showcase. I've been doing a Kwame grind, doing an exploit. Apparently trying to do oatmeal. Oh, fair enough. I know it's called Autometal, but come on, I call it oatmeal. Also, you might be saying, hey, where the heck are you, Rob? This isn't where you left the last stream. Yeah, I've got a story, and I'll explain how I got here. I found it's this text box here, this one, is the guy that shows you where all the Miman are. So I got it, and then without touching the objectives, got every single Miman. I've got all 200 now. You don't get any kind of big explosive cutscene or reward for it. They just kind of go, oh wow, you got 200. Anyway, so... So once I realized that was the case, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to clean it up then. So I've got all 200 Miman now. How I got up here, and I'm actually going to go back down to ground level so I can actually show you the whole route, because it took me a minute to actually figure it out. You have to work your way up there. And it starts from here. And you have to work your way up from there. But I've been working on my team. As for myself, I have picked... Whoops. I have picked up Abyssal Mask. I've taken away my Luster Candy, which is a bit of a call, but Abyssal Mask makes it that if an insta-kill or an ailment comes my way, I'm more likely to dodge it. The ailment side, it's not the problem. The insta-kill, there are some super bosses that we've got to fight in this goddamn game. And some of them have IKs, and they have IKs that ignore the light-dark bullshit, that they just go for you. So Abyssal Mask is almost feels mandatory. And you can also see I've got a different setup of strengths and weaknesses. You see, I'm resistant to physical, I drain fire, and I resist light and dark. I picked up, I think it was Amon's. As for Lilith, Lilith is basically the same, because Lilith, to be blunt, isn't that used in one of the super bosses I'm trying to be working on. Cleopatra has null physical, and I gave her back Frolic over Debilitate. And now my funny one, Sakia, I've just turned her into a living wall. She's literally just a straight wall now. Like, she has very little attacks, but she has null physical, null electric, null dark, null light, sorry, repels dark, has more MP, and can survive a fatal hit once. There are a lot of builds online, some genuinely hilarious builds I've seen online, so don't worry about it too much. I'm just trying to do my own thing. The only thing that I have to be wary of is that one of the super bosses, Demi-Fiend, if you yourself block physical or reflect or drain it, basically anything more than just resisting it, Demi-Fiend will immediately use Gaia Rage, which is a guaranteed instant kill. It's unavoidable. It's you have to have something for Demi-Fiend to get at you with. If you don't, he will destroy you. And he has 3 different physical attacks, so blocking physical cuts off his main avenue of damage dealing, so he will just kill you. But that's not the only trouble with Demi-Fiend. The other trouble with Demi-Fiend is if he goes 5 turns without any of his allies getting defeated, so you have to just kill at least 1 ally per 5 turns, he will also respond with Gaia Rage. So you're on a time limit. You're on a turn limit, basically. If you can't progress the fight every 5 turns, he will insta-kill you. To compare it, it's similar to the Twins super boss in Persona 5, where if you couldn't do, I think it was 11,000 damage per 6 turns, they would insta-kill you. But the other demon is down here. I've got my boy Beelzebub. And he, very similarly, only has he only does one thing, and everything else is just about surviving. He has Impaler Animus, which meets his next attack, ignore defense, and breakthrough guard. And he has Death Flies, which is a severe dark attack. So it's just, he does Impaler, Death Flies, Impaler, Death Flies, Impaler, Death Flies. That's his entire game plan. Oh, you didn't know? Yeah, that's what you... the entire fight with the twins, the reason why that fight's so easy once you know what to do is because it's literally just a damage check boss fight. As long as you keep up damage, you're fine. Which is why Yoshitsune breaks that fight in two. If you have Yoshitsune with you, all you ever have Yoshitsune do is charge into Hasatobe. Hasatobe being Yoshitsune's signature attack. Charge into Hasatobe. If you do that every single chance you get with Yoshitsune, you'll never not pass the damage check. Anyway, to show you how I actually got way up there, because I said it took me a minute, and if it took me a minute, it might take you guys a minute. When you get, like, when you're down here near the middle, there's a macabre standing here that kind of tells you to at least start going this way. And it's a bit of a long path, but you kind of just follow this along and up. It's a long way up, but you just follow it. It does look a little awkward to see, but it, like, it's just the aesthetic of these weird block things. Oh, and basic platforming. Don't fucking fall. When you get halfway, which is what this is, you get a ley line that will take you back down to the ground. So, like, if you fall off from here, you can just take this back up. But you've done the hardest part. You're on, like, the path once you're here. Like, the hardest bit is honestly just finding the path, because this is it. So mementos to me. I mean, yeah. I think this is supposed to be, like, all these giant cubes that are all over this, like, this chunk of the map. I think it's supposed to, like, represent basically, like, that this world is starting to, like, die. But I don't quote me on that. That's just me theorizing a little bit. It's investment, yeah. But yeah, but that's genuinely my game plan I have for the super bosses. I worked tirelessly yesterday on it. I really did work my ass off. I also fused Theon and Konsura. Theon, there's a side quest you can pick up here where Theon asks you to fight him again, and I did it, and then he joins you. The reason why I did it is because the game says if you want to fight the harder version of the final boss, you need to beat the Shiva super boss, but you need to like some descriptions say you need to have the ability to fuse Theon, Khonsu, and Shiva. Some say you need to have all three of them. Some say you need to sacrifice all three of them after having them in your stock. So the lack of consistency in what the guides are saying right now just made me go, you know what? I'm just going to have Theon and Khonsura on me. These fix an iPod system at Infinite Wealth. I wouldn't hate it every time I go there. To be honest, I'm honestly surprised Atlus don't have, like, iPod-esque systems where, like, you can just play your own music or play, like, older games music already, because Atlus have such a genuine wealth catalog of, like, soundtracks, like, spanning the 30-odd years of like, Atlus as a company. You would have thought, but no, they always just don't. Izanami, I'm detecting the presence of a powerful demon. We should be prepared for going any further. I am super prepared, buddy. I think we'll be fine. Let's go. Who's up here? Oh, is that Odin? Is SMT4 Apocalypse design Odin? My favorite design of Odin? Yeah, it is.
Well. So you're the Nahobino whose name is on everyone's lips.
He doesn't sound at all... Oh, damn it. It's a different voice actor. No. He doesn't sound at all like he does in, Apocalypse.
I usually don't care to follow the angel's orders.
He used to have a really, really deep, imposing voice. And go, let us see if you are worthy of Valhalla.
Answer me this, Nahobino. What lies in your heart as you seek the throne? When you look upon the denizens of this world, do you see hope or despair?
I think this is Keith Silverstein voicing him. Do you see hope or despair when you look upon the denizens of this world? Hope, despair, or neither? Hey, this is the most blunt, lore, chaos, neutral option I've seen. This is the most blunt I've seen it in a while. SMT5. That's lore. That's chaos. That's neutral. I'm going for chaos route, so I'll say this.
Hardly a surprise. Not every human
I usually would pick hope, but because I'm on the chaos route, like if you know me, you know I always pick hope. But because I'm on the chaos route, I want more chaos points, so our path has been set.
Do not worry. By this battle, I shall end your life and your suffering both.
I think this is Keith Silverstein. I think this is fucking Shido from Persona 5 / Zhongli from Genshin. I know, like, the voice is heavily distorted, but I can kind of hear the growl in the back of his throat still. Which does it is a different voice actor. I can't remember who voiced him in Apocalypse, but it was a super.
I'm not just gonna let you have all the fun.
Fucking Zeus! Also using his SMT4 Apocalypse design.
You here for the keys, boy? Lucky you. The All-Father and I will grant you a real clash of the gods.
And Origin's like, oh, for fuck's sake.
You want to see what happens to fools who dare to cross Bethel? Come face your end.
Oh, are these supposed to be like this game's ultimate representation of lore? The fact that they talked about Bethel at the end there. Okay, fighting one of these guys was a little scary in SMT4, so forgive me if I'm slightly concerned about fighting both of them in this. I mean, we are over-leveled and really overbuilt, but still. Lost to Candy, Madness Glint, Zeodyne, Malzeodyne, Hunter Span. Ooh, lowers attack and defense. Ooh, that's kind of scary. And Brave Blade. Oh yes, hit me with the peak music. Meanwhile, Odin. Oh, you're both weak to wind or force. Okay. Runes of Wisdom. When switched out, greatly increased damage for the next strength-based attack for the switched ally. You have Gungnir. That makes sense. Severe physical. Ignores. Oh, it's a piercing physical attack. Hell yeah. Charge. That's a little scary. Heavy to all. I don't know why I'm celebrating when he's absolutely going to use that on me. I think it's just because that's a cool attack. I'm like, fuck yeah, you do you, dude. Fatal Sword, Zeodyne, Thunder Rain, and Debilitate. Alright, let's get the frolic on. Oh, hell yeah, I charmed Zeus. Never mind saying that out loud. Zeus, but then the riff made me go, ugh. Not too good, yeah. Zeus's charms, alright. What do I want to do? Do you just trip? Okay, you block and trip reflect, so either way that's just a bad shout. I think I'm just gonna Moonlight Frost you guys.
Your fate's
oh. I don't know if this is my favorite track in the game, but at the same time, goddamn, this riff is sick. Every time this riff comes around, it gives me goosebumps. So I really love Demi-Theme's theme, but I'm also biased because it's a remix of a theme from 3. To be honest, actually, they make a good comparison. The Demi-Theme battle theme in this game, compared to like the remix he had in SMT Imagine, is kind of similar to how the Amon theme changed from like Yakuza 6 and Kiwami 2 to Yakuza 7. Where they went from like really like open-ended and like kind of chaotic and really like longer tracks to then transforming it into a far more intimidating version. Do all the other SMT games have this level of music? Every SMT game tends to have a slightly different style. Like SMT3 is a lot more industrial with less emphasis on less of an emphasis on rock than this game has. 4 has slightly more of a lean on like atmospheric technical music, and I don't mean like as in techno, I mean as in like it sounds like broken machinery. If that makes sense. No, I don't mean as in like techno de genre. I mean as in like it sounds like machinery gone haywire or things that aren't quite right in the world on a mechanical level. Like each game has their own set style, but in my humble opinion, all of them hit. I genuinely love SMT as a franchise's soundtrack. I mean, heck, Strange Journey is a space opera. The whole soundtrack of Strange Journey is space opera. Like these really slow but loud and bombastic like orchestras and operas. The only thing that's genuinely consistent, and I have no idea why this is like this, is that in every single SMT game since 2, there's at least one disco track. And I'm like, what the... How does this keep happening? SMT 2 literally has disco. SMT 3, the first phase of the final boss theme is a disco track. In SMT 4, you visit a disco and it has a background theme. And in this game, we have Dancing Murder Party, which is a fucking disco battle theme. And I'm just like, what? How does this keep happening? Why is this like a trend? Hot take, Yakuza 3 had the best Amon theme. Is that a hot take? I mean, I know like the one starting with Ishin is iconic. You know, Ishin zeros onwards is like iconic nowadays. But I think all of them are pretty good. My personal favorite is still Original Judgment, like Judgment 1's Amon theme. But you could make an argument, to be honest, for like most of them. At least in my opinion, I think you could. I could probably end this fight here with Omnipotent Succession. And then Mega Delayan. Doing that one. Oh well. I do like the Y3 Amon battle theme.
Hell of a fight, boy. That's a loss I can accept. More readily than Bethel will, I suspect.
A worse contest? Oh well. I love it, but each their own.
And harmony are yours.
Alright, we got 2 of the 3 keys. That was easy. I wonder if this is different in creation.
Well, go on. Now that you've clobbered us, hurry up and get that last
Because there's
key.
3 keys, you get 2 right here. I wonder if it's just a vengeance thing, and in Canon of Creation they're separate, and it's just that they changed it when you like for Canon of Creation to keep you guessing a little bit. Oh, something else I need to keep an eye on. Apparently, as we advance through this final chapter, there's a chance like that text box there will sorry, my brain blanked for a second. We'll be able to unlock us new unique skills, and there's one particular skill I'm kind of interested in. DMC2 mode, yeah. Are you gonna be like, wait a minute, you killed them? You defeated Lord Odin? That's unbelievable. What have you got to say, Macabre? I see, so even the might of Zeus and Odin combined is still no match for you. That strength of yours is truly remarkable. I also did unlock the path to, like, the 3rd key, or, like, figure out the path to the 3rd key, but once again, I will show you the path I took. It's a lot more simple when you actually look at it from the map. Basically, anywhere where there aren't dark blotches is areas you can traverse. So you kind of, like, zigzag. Like, you go around, like, up, like, you start at the bottom, you go up here, up there, a long round, up, drop down the other side of, so you go across here, drop down the side here, go along, up here, around. Like, it's kind of like you zigzag it a little bit, but you do kind of follow this path. But I will demonstrate. Oh, I'm going to do this whilst I'm here. He wants to chit-chat. Oh, we want to chat. Oh, okay.
By the way,
I suppose gathering these keys for the Temple of Eternity could be seen as a sort of rite of passage. Collecting the keys means testing our conviction, clashing with all sorts of opposing forces and ideologies. If we prove we have the resolve to overcome that, we prove our worthiness to remake the world. If you ever lose your way, look to that conviction. There, you should find the strength to press forward. 205 magic, baby. Ah, okay. So every time like we do something new, I've got to check that. But yeah, leyline crossing. Let me get closer. So yeah, I'll start here, and then I can actually just show you the path to get up there from when I was running around. Also, Goku's there, and he just basically says good luck. Anyway, bye. And after we get this third key, I'm also going to be scanning over, because like we still haven't unlocked Shiva. We still haven't unlocked the super boss we need to fight to get the harder version of the final boss. And so like I'm going to be like afterwards and be like, okay, we need to, because we are near the end of the game. Once we get these keys, we're ascending the throne. And ascending the throne will be like probably final dungeon, then final boss. I mean, heck, my PS5, you know like how some games on PS5, they give you an actual percentage tracker of how far along the story you are? SMT5, it says I'm on 90%, so I am kind of like approaching the end. But anyway, you start down here, and you go up, along to this rock formation. Then you go west, up again, east, follow it all the way around. Okay, I was just double checking. It's okay, it doesn't matter if I'm on this side or that side of the rock, they both converge. But yeah, all the enemies are going to run away from me now. Over here, drop down onto this. Whoops. Down here. Hug this edge. Excuse me. Excuse me, enemies. I have no qualms with you. And then up here, and you follow it around. If you want to... If I bring this up again. If you want to get it onto this bridge, you follow down this path, hop down this gap, and then go around here, and there's a ledge you can climb. And then when you climb up it, it takes you up through here, which allows you to circle around and get that, and then eventually proceed onwards across this bridge. If there's one thing I can stress, this area of Dart... like, the top half up here is fine. All of this bottom half is kind of annoying to navigate. Like, I think this is my, like, of the four, like, big areas in the game, I think this is my least favorite one. Because the whole bottom half is a little annoying to navigate. And I get it, they're basically treating this last area as part of, like, the final hurrah of the game. So they are making it more complicated and whatnot. But at the same time, it's just like, please, for love of God, I just want to get somewhere. Especially when you're trying to find all the Miman. Sometimes you're, like, you see where the Miman is, and you just spend, like, the next hour trying to figure out how the fuck to even get to him. You know? Also, you may have just noticed I have a lot of money. I have I have 1,348,000 marker. That was part of my grind in trying to build up demons. It was just a necessary evil. But I digress. Let's see who the last key belongs to. If we had a rep, or, like, assuming rep of law, I wonder what the rep of chaos is going to be. Because usually it's Beelzebub. But they let us fuse Beelzebub already, which tells me it probably isn't. It'd be nice if it was my boy, because that's iconic. Okay, it doesn't look like my boy. You? When have you ever been a rep of chaos?
Forgive me.
Oh, do I have to fight you to like unlock that side quest with Shiva, since you're another like one that prays to Lord Shiva? Okay, no, never mind. I don't think it's you. I think something else is coming. Oh, it is Beelzebub. It is my boy. They are upholding tradition and making you fight Beelzebub. I think the only game you don't... Oh. I want to say 4 Apocalypse.
If it isn't an albino, Lord Lucifer holds in high regard.
Oh, I'm held in high regards by Lucifer? Oh, I'm flattered. I wonder if he's only saying that because I'm on the Chaos route, so I'm serving his purpose.
Purpose have you come here? Think hard. If I like what I hear, I may just hand over the key here and now.
I want to recreate the world. I want to stop Tiamat. I want to recreate the world because I'm like completely committed to my Chaos route.
A fine answer. Like Lord Lucifer, you would push beyond the boundaries of existence as we know it. I may not.
Oh, hey, dude. Hope you're doing well.
His methods, but I shall.
Master and Lucifer working together on this endeavor. That would be wild watching. Yeah, no worries, dude. I don't know if Master Okay, no, it's less Master, more Lucifer. I don't know if Lucifer would work with Master. And of course, Beelzebub's like, hey, I like your answer, but wouldn't it be fun if we fought anyway? I think no matter how we answered, he was going to fight us. I want to hear your theme, Beelzebub. You usually have great themes. Okay, new battle theme. He has got his own unique battle theme in this game. What in the Sega Genesis? What in the Sonic the Hedgehog, like 90s Sonic is this? This is a Sega Mega Drive track, Sega fucking Genesis track. I like it. Oh yeah, okay, I can vibe with this. Alright, let's see what you've got. Death Flies, yeah, we know about it. Bayonetta is firstly a funny pun to like Bayonetta, or Bayonetta, but oh, I love it, I fucking love it, Boz. Oh yeah, I love this track, this is fun. It feels super like 90s inspired, like I said, but I love it. It doesn't feel like a serious theme and it's perfect for Beelzebub, yeah. And I am saying Beezle, not Beelzebub, because look at how it's spelled. They spell it B-E-E, as in like Beezle, not Belzer. Mudabarian, Bufabarian, Thunder Rain, Debilitate Decunda. Ooh, Decunda's a little mean. And Zombarian. I just love... I like this track a lot. This track's fun. I think I actually... No, I don't. No, I don't want recency bias to make that kind of decision for me. I was about to say I think this might be my favorite Beelzebub theme in the series, but I really like how deranged his theme is in Nocturne. But this might be my favorite. Because this is just a really fun track. Oh, if we're fighting Beelzebub, are we going to fight Metatron? I know we do in Canon of Creation, but because there's like it's tied to the endings. But I wonder if we're going to fight him in this version, or if it's like Beelzebub is Vengeance only, and Metatron is Creation path only. That would be cool. Because that's usually is like Beelzebub is like the ultimate representation of chaos that isn't Lucifer, and Metatron is the ultimate representation of law that isn't God. Like they're usually like the big like tests of law and chaos that you fight near the end of the game in a lot of SMTs. Not all of them, but a lot of them. I mean, heck, in Nocturne's original Japanese release, Metatron and Beelzebub weren't in it. They were added starting with the Maniacs release, which Maniacs was the first version of Nocturne to make it to the West. So it's like the version of Nocturne that most people know of. Maniacs is also the one that added Dante, if anyone curious. And there's also another version afterwards called Chronicles, which other than making a few balance changes and making the true final boss way fucking harder, which is kind of scary because like the base final boss is pretty tough, like the Maniac's version of the final boss is still pretty tough, but they just kind of went, nah, we can make this harder. They replaced Dante with Raido from the Devil Summoner Raido games. So they basically made it so like there wasn't a licensed character, so if they ever couldn't get a hold of the rights for like a re-release, they could still do it. Which ended up not mattering because Nocturne PS4 allows you to get Dante as DLC. Which I imagine was just a contract thing with Capcom. It's like, nah, that all the money for buying the Dante DLC just goes into Capcom's pocket and not Atlas's. Okay, you're charging up for the next attack. Oh, sorry, this track is such a bop. I'm sorry. It's genuinely wild that this game has, I think it's 45 or 46 battle themes, and there's yet to be one that I'm genuinely, like, I'm not happy with. You know, like, it's genuinely wild how hard this soundtrack is. I don't know if this game is my favorite SMT soundtrack, because 4 is so fucking powerful, but I love them for different reasons, which is why I kind of struggle to compare it. 4 is like, there is no soundtrack in my life that has quite managed to perfectly capture the atmosphere of whatever's going on like SMT4 does. SMT4, you always feel what's going on because of the music, whether it's in the field, whether it's in battle, whether it's during a cutscene, regardless, you always feel on like a very like core level what's going on because the atmosphere and how much the music is in complete control of it is insane. But this is just like this entire soundtrack of this game in comparison is just a colossal bop. It's all just super fun. Also, 5 years above. And this is the only trouble because I'm super prepped for the super bosses. All the main game stuff's going to be kind of easy.
Good.
But good fight, Beezles. Good to see you.
Well done. Perhaps you are capable of transcension after all.
The key of austerity.
As promised, the key of austerity is yours.
Is Tao going to be like, hey, I don't like how you answered Beelzebub about, like, destroying the world. What's up with that?
Of the Empyrean.
I guess the Sega Mega Drive I guess the Sega Mega Drive theme music was fitting for me. And that's my best Beelzebub impersonation.
That means you've earned the right to ascend to the heavens. Now, make your way to the Temple
Yeah, I think the Temple of Eternity is the final dungeon.
To the Empyrean lies.
Indeed.
Oh, Vasuki, the little demon that just got annihilated. Do I want to click this? What's this? There's a mysterious entrance. It seems to be connected to a different space. You can sense the presence of a powerful demon just ahead. Will you enter? Hey, I'm gonna heal first. I'm gonna heal first. Before I find out what that's about. Hang on. So chat, what do you think's in here? And why did the game give me such a stern warning that something's really strong in it? Is this the Shiva super boss? Is this how you find it? Yeah, sure, I'll enter. I'll face my demise. Oh, this is the Shiva super boss. Oh, well, fuck, well, we found him. well, fuck, we just stumbled into the other super boss. Hey, we might die here. Uh-oh. I am Shiva, the benevolent god of destruction. You are the rumored Nahobino. I was wondering who it could be. What are you doing here? Do you not seek the throne? Well, it matters not. The world will be destroyed, along with the rest of the universe anyways. Hear me, Nahobino. You quarrel over the throne, fighting over the right to rule. But those who create the world by their own conscience will bring about nothing but corruption. The world should not be created by a given being. Rather, it is the beings that should be created by the world. The creator god Brahma will return the universe to its rightful form. To that end, I, Shiva, will commence destruction for the sake of creation. And I shall do so with my secret art, the Rudra Astra.
Yes.
I have nothing more to say, you may go. So Shiva aims to destroy this world after all. I would propose that we take down Shiva, but I detect a volume Magatsuhi that I've never seen in any other demons we've encountered. But Tsukuyomi is like, my super boss readings are going off the charts here, dude. Like, the scale's too high, man. Are you sure about this? Young man, are you prepared for the fight? A universe in peril.
You dare challenge me, fool?
You could have walked away with your life.
Ah.
Very well. I finished preparations. I have enough Magatsuhi for Rudra. Next is the banquet. Come. Show me your Kafakali of battle. I think that's how you pronounce it. If I pronounce that wrong, I'm sorry. New battle theme. Hey. Oh, why does the music sound like I'm fucked? Like, why does the music sound like I'm already fucked? Listen to this. Hang on, I'm gonna turn it up. Oh, well, I've got goosebumps. Uh-oh. Hey, Shiva. Level 96? What's your game plan? Okay, you resist physical, you drain fire, you're weak to ice, you drain electric, you resist light and dark, you resist every status, you have 110 strength and 140 magic. Moraga Barian, Mazia Barian, Akasha Art, severe physical, Hades Blast, Megadalayan, Tandava. You're in danger. Yeah, no kidding. Severe almighty attacks at all foes. Lowers defense to a minimum for 3 turns. That's kind of brutal. Impaler Animus and Dragon Eye. Okay, so Dragon Eye is going to basically make sure he doesn't miss. Light Chaos, the great god that governs destruction and creation of the world. He is the most worshipped god of Hinduism alongside Vishnu. He said that he purifies the world through destruction only to rebuild it anew. And though he casts terrifying destruction against the demons, he also blesses his followers. Shiva has been depicted in many ways, but the most common is for him to have 4 hands, 1 face, and 3 eyes. He wields a Trishula, or trident, and his 3rd eye is said to emit a ray of light that destroys all it touches. This is an amazing super boss theme. Like, not just like as in like a great like theme for this game, but as in like this theme does a phenomenal job at telling you right off the rip the danger you are in. Like, this track feels like I've already lost, and I think that's actually really fucking cool. Like, kudos, this is sick. Hey, I'm gonna start laying the buffs now, if you can believe it. Can you be hit with Frolic? Okay, you can. I can at least get his stats lowered. Like, let's just try and survive an attack from this bitch. Uh-oh. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Our defense being nothing now is... Oh, he has that extras. Okay. Okay, 2 of you are weak to ice, that's fine. That defense drop that we've just taken is going to kill us if I don't get rid of it. Thanks, Lilith. Like, there's no 2 ways around it. That will be the end of us. Divine music if it were gangster. Yeah. Okay, you're neutral, so we can do that. Okay, so your extras aren't too strong. That's good to know. Considering one of them went down immediately. Actually, what level are your extras? Okay, 92. But, like, yeah, one of them's already nearly dead, so that's not actually too... God, this music. Like, genuinely, I'm getting goosebumps. Alright, there goes his extras. Ugh. It's a moment it cuts back to this quiet one at the end here. Like, just shoots straight into my spine. I'm gonna drop a Mother Earth.
Hear me, Mother Earth. Grant us your love and affection. Shield us from harm.
So if he does, so that will stop him from trying to use physical attacks. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, Sakuya, since he drains fire, your only purpose, really, is to just make sure we stay buffed. What's he gonna do? Oh, he's using this again. He's gonna summon more buddies? Yes. Is it the same enemies? It is not. Okay. I am terrified you... Okay, you only resist, that's fine. I was gonna say, I'm terrified that that one on the left, like, blocks ice. But no, we're fine. Did I fucking charm Shiva? Wait. Wait, that wasn't what I was trying to do. I'll take it, though. Alright, there goes the buddies. Okay, the buddies aren't that scary. I'm gonna just maintain the buffs. He's charmed, he lost a turn. Okay, it's back to these two. Okay, I don't want to speak too soon, but this seems manageable. The only thing we have to be wary of is that when he uses his, like, ultimate skill, is the fact that it, like, drains our, it, like, drains our defense. It lowers our defense, so we have to course correct that, otherwise we'll be fucked. But once again, I need to remind people, if I win this fight, I unlock a harder version of the final boss. So this is like one half of the challenge. If I do this, I'm signing up for a harder final boss. Which I can't stress enough, I mentioned this before, I think that's so cool that this game does this. If you beat the super boss, yeah, they know you're going to be able to beat the final boss if you beat the super boss. So what do? They make the final boss harder if you beat the super boss to reward you with an extra challenge. I think that's genuinely kind of clever. Because they know otherwise you'll just steamroll the final boss, so instead of letting you do that, they just say, hey, let's make it so the final boss matches what you've just done. I think that's so smart. So I'm just going to have you do that almost every turn. The only thing I need to be wary of is Sakuya's MP. I need to keep an eye on that, if that starts to get low, so she can still do her thing. Alright, Shiva's back on his own. Let's maximize our defense, because I think we're about to get it. And I will just have you defend. Hey. If we can keep... The fact that we got Shiva charmed is wild to me. I'm like, what do you fucking mean? Sorry, this track is... I know we was... Oh, we summoned a new one. I nearly missed you back there, Anita. But it's funny how we were talking about what my favorite track in this game might be. I think we've just found it. I can't put into words how much this track... There's something about it, man. It hits. I'm gonna hit you another frolic to keep your defense lowered. And what I also love as well is that, like, SMT4 had a lot of battle themes and a lot of, I know I talk about, like, SMT4 being, like, the king of atmosphere, but that also applied to the battle themes. Sometimes you'd get a boss theme where it wasn't trying to, like, egg you on and, like, be really loud and powerful. Sometimes they were super fucking imposing. And, like, they made you scared of what you were fighting because of how oppressively, like, you're fucked the music sounded. And I love that that's in this game a little too. Like, this track that's playing right now would be right at home in SMT4. I'm gonna have you drop this again, just to reset the count, but also get some MP back in everyone else. Oh, we recovered. Uh-oh. That's how he's gonna summon more buddies. I think he does the special attack into summoning allies every time his allies are dead. So if we can continuously keep his allies dead every turn, we can kind of manipulate him a little bit. At least that's my fit. Oh, okay, yeah, you block ice. Okay, so only, like, Nahabino can jump in on that. That makes sense. Because I've got Moonlight Frost, so I can ignore defense. Which means I have an alternate strategy. I have an idea of what we're going to do. First, let's try and get the Frolic down. Are you ready for this? Oh no, I don't have my Gutsuga, I can't do it. Kurumi one, but Shiva's themed, you know? It's not a bad shout. Dylan. Alright, there goes all his allies. Dylan. As soon as this stream's done, I think I'm gonna hunt down this track and put it on my phone. And, like, put it on my playlist. This is, like, the quickest in a while I've gone, I need this track. Like, this track is sick. I need to know what this track's called. I need to know, like, if there's somewhere easy to download it, or if I just need to rip it off YouTube. Like, I need this fucking track, dude. This is sick. Right, he's gonna defense drop us again, which is why defense boosted. Yeah, I think that's how it works. If he has to summon allies, he nukes you first and then does it. Crazy ideas, and you know it's brilliant, but yeah. Honestly, you could use this for a lot. I think this is just a genuine banger. I am aware that we've been wailing at this guy, like, non-stop for a while, and he's only, like, a third of the way down. So this fight could still change yet. Because you mentioned the word oppressive. Oh, fair enough. Can we at least get rid of you? Awesome. Okay, we need to start... MP. I don't want to burn a Some yet. I'll use a chakra pot. And I will have you... for Cleo to maintain Frolic. Ow. Okay, we can... at least for now, we've got this fight in a bit of a loop. Or from Nishiki's POV, which you prefer. No, I get what you mean. I think it's cool either way. Dun 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 dun. Sorry. Keep the defense low, because even if the status doesn't hit, that's fine. Luden. Luden. Neutral's less than ideal, if I'm honest, but yeah, we felt that a bit more. Oh, fuck it, I'm going for it. Get the free heal off it. Where's my Dispel Charm? We're getting there. Look at his health. We are getting there. As long as he doesn't, like, pull some random phantom bullshit out of his ass. I genuinely think, because he hasn't done anything else, I think every time his allies are dead, he will do his special into summoning them. I think if his allies are still alive another turn, we'd fucking know about it. I think that's what's deciding this super boss, if I'm honest. No, I think, like, if all the allies were still alive, by the next time his turn rolled around, I think we would be fucked. I am going to drop one Soma on Lilith to completely reset her MP. And I need to also give Sakura a bit more. Because this is all he's doing, and he has like 8 skills, and this is, yet he only is doing this. Like, if I double check, yeah, he has all these other skills, but he's only ever doing this and then summoning buddies. The only problem is that Dragon Eye is ensuring that he never misses. Which is why, like, we're not avoiding anything. We're always getting hit by it. The extras, so then he will use his special again. Ooh, I don't really like the position we're in health-wise. Do I have... yes, a B-chain, that's what I need. I think Cleo would have just survived that, but I don't want to take the risk. I don't want to put it on a damage roll. Where's my Force Gem? There it is. For the record, my heart's racing. I would be so happy to do this in one attempt, but I'm so paranoid that this could go wrong in a heartbeat. But it would genuinely be nice that my efforts paid off and there is a super boss that we can, you know, actually handle in this game. Or can at least prove to handle. Because Demi-Fiend is the wall right now. Demi-Fiend is the one I'm really not sure how we're going to handle. And this is going to hurt because it's going to be neutral. It's fine. Now we're in trouble. Lilith was actually aware of her. We're about to get it, so I just need to do something. Like, we can't kill them all this turn because we ran out of MP, so we're about to fucking get it. It's like, for a Hail Mary charm. Fuck. we might suffer here. We might fucking kill this. Oh, Cleopatra. Oh, you bitch. Okay, that wasn't as bad as it could have been, but at the same time, that was still a little scary. The harshest deteriorism we've even out. Don't miss. You bitch. Could you shoot onto face? Okay, we're good, we're good. Oh. That got a little scary there at the end. That got a little scary, but we're good. First try, baby.
Indeed.
Ooh, my heart was going.
Indeed.
That was a splendid dance. You have defeated me. I shall not disappear from this universe. But the Rudra can appear in many forms. Overcome them all and break free. That is the path of the true ruler. Trophy unlocked, the Prahlada that follows recreation. Complete the subquest, A Universe in Peril. 3 Gospels. I can't level up anymore. What, they think? Did they honestly think you weren't going to be level 99 when you fought him? What do you mean? Shiva can now be unlocked for fusion. Well, that was a little scary, but we did it. And I'm immediately, if you can believe it, gonna go fucking save. In fact, I'm just gonna do it from this menu. I think that fight was genuinely like 25 minutes straight. Phase 4. I mean, the Godborn difficulty, when you unlock it, it increases the level cap, so it might be for that. It ups it to 150. Because a lot of the bosses are above level 100 in Godborn. And what have you got for us, Lilith? You seem motivated. You don't have a dark skill, so that's a waste. Thanks, Lilith. Appreciate it. Hey, how you doing, Bugman? I find the lack of action dull. Let us be on our way. What I might do, because Demi-Fiend is, to be blunt, still eating me fucking alive without like a glimmer of hesitation, I might go fight the final boss, or go towards the final, go towards endgame, because I plan to go do post-game streams anyway to fight Satan. So if I have Demi-Fiend as well, then like the main story we can get it done, and then all the streams afterwards can be me working on the grind against those two super bosses.
You brought Mock? Looking say that needed.
Because Shiva was always going to fight, because like I said, the moment I found out that beating Shiva unlocks a new unlocks the harder version of the final boss was the moment I was like, oh, I'm doing it.
Looking to say thanks.
SMT is like one of the only like franchises where if you tell me, hey, things can get harder, I go, oh, can they? Like I get excited for it because I love the gameplay. The press turn system is one of my favorite systems in turn-based games, full stop. Because it keeps it fair. It keeps it hard, but it keeps it fair. Alright, what do I need for Shiva?
Aha. Welcome.
I am... Oh, it's the usual two. Okay. I completely forgot. In most games, to make Shiva, you specifically need Rugda and Barong. But Odin is right there too. What's you? Oh, that's the other one we got. What do you need? Oh, you're missing the three-headed snake. Not three-headed. It's got more than 3 heads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna try and make Shiva. Because I think I can make Barong. It's like level 60 something. There you are. Sure. Fucking free Kugel. Hell Candy.
Is this demon too?
MP recovering strikes a foe weakness or lands a crit. Oh, that could be nice. Yeah, take that over Tetracon, because I never clicked Tetracon. Don't need a leg block. Hey, cover one of your weaknesses? Sure, buddy. Get rid of Damascus. You don't need Bufadine. It's like, oh, you can now make Shiva. Alright, what do I want to give you, Shiva? Oh, yeah, right, you're super weak to ice. That makes sense. Bufabarian -5. Oof. Sure, I'll give you Mutabarian. Free Kugel, yes, because it's an almighty skill that scales off. That, Null Force, sure. And High Restore, that sounds fun. What are you going to learn through leveling? Yabusame shot, weak physical attacks at all foes, ignores resistances, pierce, and always crits. That could be helpful. That's just a guaranteed crit. It does low damage, but a guaranteed crit. I can see use of that. High Almighty Plerorma. Oh, I need you. Boost Almighty damage, I need you for me. And then Boon Boost, which makes it so your buffs and debuffs last longer.
Is this demon to your liking?
Alright, Shiva, join the club. Actually, I'll let the whole animation play out, because I haven't done the whole animation in, like, 10 streams. I've done so many fusions, I never keep it. And to be fair, I don't think I've actually seen it in this, like, whilst we're in this form. The last time I watched his animation, we still had blue hair.
I lend you my power.
I, Shiva, am Fury incarnate. Let us create a better world.
Indeed.
So this could be interesting to have. I'll put it over... I know it's kind of weird, but I'll put it over Hades Blast, because guaranteed hits, just guaranteed crits kind of interesting. Okay, so... Oh, right, we have Shiva's essence. What, do I want any of this, other than High Almighty Plamora, maybe? Because I've got Mega Delayan. Or... do I want your affinity sheet? I think I want your affinity sheet. Yeah, I think I'll take your affinity sheet. So I become resist to physical, drain fire and electric, resist light and dark, and resist, I think that's bind. Actually, I can... find out. Oh no, that's Mirage. That's so... Mirage makes it so you're more likely to miss. So it'd be... okay, that's actually helpful. Seal is the one I was thinking of. Even though I called it Bind. Yeah, affinities.
How is this?
So yeah, now I have Theon, I have Khonshu-Ra, and I have Shiva. What's my compendium actually looking like now? 63%. I'm getting there. Damn, that's a lot of demons for 63%. Oh god, I wonder how long this list is going to be when you're done. To be fair, if I look at my... look at this, there's a lot, it's not unregistered, unregistered. There's a lot of demons I'm still missing. Like, a lot of demons I'm still missing. And there's also a number of special fusion demons that I haven't made yet. Some that I can make, but just haven't, and some that I just need other demons to make.
Return.
Alrighty. Okay, you have something to say. You guys have something to say. You are all, like, followers of Shiva, so it makes sense they have something to say. Nothing new here. Nothing new here. Really? I'm surprised they wouldn't say anything, because they've spoken about Shiva a few times. I'm surprised they have nothing new to say. We still don't know what's the fucking point of that little save point there. I thought that was where we was going to fight Shiva, if I'm honest. I'm like... we still don't have a clue what's the whole point of that little space there. Like, why is that there? So it's just people on this map that have something to say. So there's someone there, and then people up top. I'm happy that I'm not completely washed at SMT. I was a little worried after, like, Demi-Fiend, like, ripped me a new one, that I was like, oh, have I not got the source for SMT anymore? Am I washed? Am I not? And then, like, managing to beat Shiva first try, I was like, okay, no, I still got it. It got a little weird, like, scary at the end. What do you mean Vasuki was slain? You defeated Beelzebub, thank you for vanquishing the assailant. Also, the Shiva boss fight, I already knew this, but I just didn't know where the location for it was. The boss fight is only available if you're at least level 80. So that means if you'd beaten Beelzebub at any level lower than that, that portal would not have been there. Oh, hey. The Chief God, if it's far more predictable, keep your guard up just in case. Oh, hey, you might fight me too. Hey, I just beat Shiva, so I feel confident right now, dude. How goes the matter of Zeus? You report that you defeated Zeus. His vexing presence has indeed disappeared. Very good, now as promised your reward. Cool. Okay. I suppose this is good enough, and it seems that Zeus has no interest in the throne. I heard that once he surrendered the throne to the provincial god called Baal, huh? Well, thanks to you, my heartburn has subsided. Are you sure? What about your stomach burn? Or your arm burn? Or your fucking brain burn? I must say, I've taken something of an interest in you. Why don't you consider being my son? Dad? You're such an obedient child. Yes, father. Daddy. That's weird. This is your reward. You take advantage of my offer. Your honor seldom presents itself. Now, my child, become my substance. You shall surrender the throne to me. I think he was going to try and kill us regardless. I think he was going to say, now you're my child, die. Oh, dear. Hey, I gotta take a wild guess. Do we think that he's weak to ice? This game is beautifully unserious, isn't it? I love this game. Genuinely, like, my game of the year right now is this. This game has been everything I could have hoped for and more. And it's funny because I've said it before and I'll say it again. In my opinion, this is the weakest SMT. And yet it's still easily my game of the year and I love it to death and it's still insanely good. You know? But I know that's nostalgia bias kicking in though with SMT3. SMT4, yeah, no, SMT4 trumps this game easily. But SMT3, I 100% know that's nostalgia bias. If people start with this game and then go back to 3, they will probably find 3 really awkward and weird and, you know, all the rest. Because it's a 21-year-old game. Of course it's going to be awkward and weird and, you know, all the rest. But, like, for me who, like, grew up with SMT3 Nocturne and just love it for what it is, like, I do slightly still prefer it over this, but, like, this game has the better gameplay. It actually does more of its characters, even though there's still some characters that kind of get benched, it feels like. I love all the side quests. They're all so charming and endearing. The soundtrack is fucking godly. Like, like Atlas Cooked. Or I should specify the SMT team in Atlas Cooked. It wasn't all of them. Like, Atlas has got 3 big core teams. The SMT team, the Persona team, and now the Metaphor team. Which the Metaphor team is kind of weird anyway, because the Metaphor team is a huge chunk of the ex-Persona team that moved over because they wanted to work on something that wasn't just Persona. So, like, the Metaphor team's kind of like the old Persona team, and the current Persona team is like a more of a new team, which is why Persona 6 will probably be a little different from what we're used to. Like, it's silly. Frolic. I mean, I haven't got hit yet. Like, YouTube haven't got on my case or made any of my streams adult only for using Frolic, you know, like the most sexualized skill ever. But I'm still a little, like, scared that, like, eventually they might just make it, nah, baby. They might look at it and go, nah, dude, this is too much. Ragnarok makes sense. How much is this gonna do? Oh, 2 of us drain fire. Get fucked. Yeah, he loses all of his turns. Once again, if attack is reflected or drained, you lose all turns. So he lost all of his turns because we drained it. Get fucked. I love the press turn system. Man, this fight feels way easier if you can believe it after what we just did. Thank you, God. Madness nails. And now you're charging. And another one. And then I'll debib. What's he usually likely to do now he's charged up? Probably Miraga Barian, because it's guaranteed to hit all of us. So, I drain fire, so I'm fine. Lilith doesn't. Cleo doesn't. And then Konohana Sakuya reflects it. Oh, that's why there was 2 health drains. One of the health drain was him getting health back from the fire being reflected. There's probably some meta strategy you could do, like if you drained fire yourself and deliberately targeted a fire attack on the one that drains it to get your health back, but I can't think of how you could get that to work, you know, because, you know, a drained or reflected attack costs you all your other turns. So unless it's like an absolute Hail Mary or something, I don't know. Cleo, I'm gonna have you guard then. Lilith's the only one that's slightly in danger, but I can correct that with a fire downer. Is he gonna use Miraga Barian? Absolutely. Oh no, he took damage from it, never mind. He must have, like, when he used that previous fire attack, he must have just hit me twice then. Either way, this fight's over. Soma and Sadness' essence. To be defeated by my own child. Dude, I never agreed. He's like, I'm going to adopt you. No. Ugh, to be rejected by my own child. What the fuck? Perhaps such fate is inevitable. Sadness is able to be fused. And let's have a look at this essence you dropped for us. Oh yeah, Ragnarok, yeah, that makes sense. Eat whole, medium physical HP that drains, okay. Margabarian makes sense. Madness Nails. Trisagian. And High Fire Pleroma. Or Pleroma, sorry. What's the universe spells? Defeat Shiva and stop his attempt to destroy the universe. You defeat Shiva and put an end to his ambition. So the only side quest we got left is the haunting one. It's the one that's gonna look over me for the rest of time until I beat it. The fucking Demi-Fiend quest. So I'm assuming there's nothing else for us to do right now. I might, even though it doesn't say there's anything new, I might go check in on her anyway. Because I said, basically, there's the person, that person there in the Tokyo Diet building, she will give you a new skill when you advance through certain points of the story from this point onwards. And there's one particular skill that I'm kind of curious about. Because I've seen some crazy shit with it. It's an attack where you can only use it if you just dodged an attack the previous turn. But when you use it, it hits 4 times, and it's like super strong light. And it's like, if you can get like a pierce effect on you as well and then use it, that could be very powerful. Anyway, let's go. Fucking, he's there, he's waiting. Let's just have a look. At least, like, just go chat to her.
Yes? 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 Yes?
Okay, never mind then. Also, yeah, for some reason, the only thing she can say is yes, 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 yeah. Oh, doorbell. 1 second, guys. Oh, it's the DMC 1 mana? Yeah, I mean, yeah, kinda. I could see the comparison. It's a good thing I went to check the door anyway. My old man, my stepdad, he'd left the key in the door, so I'm glad I checked, and so I could get it before, you know, we could have been in trouble. But I know he's been super tired. He's been working a lot recently, so I'm not too surprised that something like that ended up happening. What have you got to say, Orpheus? Oh, no, he's gone, but even Lord Zeus has been bested. Oh, okay. They're just going to be like, oh no, how did you win? Oh, how many gems have I got? I should actually go trade these in soon, shouldn't I? 18 diamonds, 16 garnet, 14 aquamarines, 8 emeralds, 16... Yeah, I should go turn them in soon. In fact, I might go do that now before we proceed down. But Lord Zeus, there can't be. Okay, they don't actually say anything interesting. Leyline Crossing, Shinjuku, and it's like way up here in Kabukicho. Yo! 9 vitality? Hell yeah. 2 strength. Alright, that's for Artemis. 5 magic? Fucking hell yeah. 5 agility, sure. 4 luck. Oh, I guess 3 for 1 luck. I think it makes sense. For some reason I thought I had more upgrades than that, even though we literally just read it. Okay, who... Oh, no, is it the strength one we know we're giving to Artemis? Let's just do that. Who has the lowest defense? Cleo. Who has the lowest magic? Cleo. Who's the slowest? Lilith. And who's got the worst luck? Lilith. I'm not going to use Boon Boost because he doesn't have any boons on him to boost. There we are. Now Shiva. It's not really ideal to use because he's literally just there to do damage, but he at least has something. If I do decide to build him. Oh, Beezle, I need that at +9 and that at +5 really. The only thing getting these plussed up for support skills is just that they cost less MP, but it's still be nice. Alright, now let's get back to it and actually advance the plot. I know, crazy concept, right? I am also going to save again, but on a different file, just as we proceed, because I don't know when the point of no return is, for the finale and whatnot. And we need a save to load back on after we beat the final boss and save on a separate file so we can go fight the super bosses and yada yada. We'll go fight Satan. There's a side quest? There's 2 side quests here? What the fuck? We're about to enter the final dungeon. What do you want?
It seems you're the demon Amanazako is so fond of, yes? In that case,
oh, it's the plot, actually.
There is a large radio tower in Shiva known as Tokyo Tower. There you
Also,
will
why is
find
this
my
side quest fully
companion.
voice acted? What?
I ask that you speak with him and help us to achieve our ultimate goal.
The destined leader.
Ah, splendid. As I have said, you will find my companion at Tokyo Tower in Shiva. I humbly request that you meet with him and lend your assistance.
Okay. Type D. What's this? Heavenly Ikiyumi. Medium severe Almighty one foe. Damage increased. Number of debuffs on the target. Last to debilitate the Kaja and resist physical. Okay, that's pretty decent. Also, we're not advancing the plot. The game literally, like, immediately stopped us. There's also another side quest to pick up. Let's see what this is about. So you've come, Robu. I am the Herald Melchizedek. I have been waiting for you. Seeing how capable you are, I have a favour to ask. I want you to help me release the Seraph Michael. Lord Michael was sealed away during Armageddon. Now his voice can barely be heard. Master Abdiel is doing what she can to assume the Seraphim's duties, but she's clearly not equipped to the task. That is why I wish to free Lord Michael at any cost, to rally the forces of Bethel. Are we going to fight all four of the angels then? Like, we're going to fight Uriel, Raphael, and... oh, I always forget what the last one's called. Michael, Uriel, Raphael, and there's one more, and it's... oh. Fuck it, it's left me. The four angels. I will be frank, I'm only using you. Okay, I appreciate the honesty. And I know that many of my brethren see you as an enemy. Even so, I have need of your power. The power to defeat the Seraphim. That's it. Will you lend me your aid? So you'll help, then let me give you this. If you can infuse the ring with the power of Gabriel. Fucking, that's the one I forgot. The three Seraphim, Uriel, Raphael, and Gabriel, become the key to releasing the seal. The three Seraphim were slain by a powerful demon, and then Magatsuhi has disappeared into the air. You must collect the Magatsuhi and revive them. Can't be that easy. You're quite right on that. In the Seraphim of Six we revived, they will end up serving Baal. Before the Creator assumed the throne, the Seraphim served Baal as gods of another region. Making use of the older divinity, their legends can be overwritten. As such, the three of them will likely refuse to cooperate and attack. That is why I want you to defeat the three Seraphim. You can't turn their blades against their own kind, you see. Take the ring and head to Asakusa. I will make the preps. He just fucking flew. He was off. You know, I must go now. My planet needs me. Okay, so we need to go to Tokyo Tower, and we need to... oh boy, yeah, that looks like Endgame if I've ever seen it before. Jesus, that looks like a finale if I've ever seen it before. Yeah, we're not going to go there yet. We've got more fucking side content to do. Let's go to Tokyo Tower. It'd be a nice return to the opening anyway. Back to where we started, back to the desert. Alright, dude, I'm here.
I received word from my companion. You must be the demon Amanazako is so fond of. I ask that you bring Amanazako here. I imagine you wish to know the reason. Very well. It is only fair that I tell you, seeing as you've decided to help. As you can see, this world is coming to an end. And in order for us Tengu to band together once more, we require a leader. A great Tengu. For that purpose, we enacted a ritual to transfer a soul into the remains of a proto-fiend, hoping to create a great Tengu as a result. That is how Amanazako came to be. However, upon her awakening, she immediately became rampant.
Oh, that explains all like the power fluctuations with her. Like they tried to like artificially make like their own proto-fiend, and it just didn't work.
We have been doing all we can to get her back. And it was then that we found you. Now you know why it is so imperative that we get her back. I ask that you bring her here immediately. I will be waiting here until then.
We'll find Amazako in front of the Tokyo Diet building. Let's make our way over to Nagatasho. Alright, yeah. Oh, that means I gotta remember where Alice was, because I'm gonna want her back afterwards.
Hey, hey, hey! Come on.
Okay, now Alice just threatened me. Alice is like, oh, you better come back. Cracks knuckles, or I'll know. Alright, I'm Zako. Hey, I'm gonna save again just in case like she doesn't like this and it results in something a little dangerous. We're gonna show up because like she's gonna wait a minute. From what I've gathered from your memories, trouble always seems to follow Amana Zako. We should proceed with caution. Yeah, I just saved, we're good. Oh, why is the boss build-up theme playing?
The future of the Tengu is secure at last. Now all that remains is for you to hand her over. Why the hesitation? Hand her over now.
She looks scared, no.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you saying you're gonna save me? Wow, I'm touched! Like, seriously!
So, you refuse to part with her? Then I suppose we'll just have to take her by force! I suspected this might happen. As such, I appealed to Ishizuchi's Hokubo to summon one who would fight on our behalf. Come forth, Sao Kongen!
Oh, hey, dude. Uh-oh.
Here.
Oh, you completely block it. I should have read that. Oops. Oops, that's on me. Okay, we can hit you with whatever. Oh wait, this again? Hit me. Damn it. That was easy. It's like after the super boss, everything feels a little easier. So Gongen, the fact that it played like that more down, 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 I figured out that means that you're doing something more chaotic. There's two boss themes when there's law and chaos choices. If I had cooperated, she probably would have turned on me and it would have played more lawful music. The Fury Talisman. Piercing Aura increases the damage of next attack and adds pierce to all allies. Ooh.
Oh, you really did it! You're amazing! Seriously, so amazing!
How can this be? Even Zhao Gongen's might was not enough to defeat you. We cannot hope to win back Amanazako from one so powerful. It seems we must admit defeat. As of now, we shall withdraw from this matter.
So now what?
What a
It was the same.
relief! It's so nice knowing there aren't any more of those weirdos chasing me around. I knew that sticking with you was the right call. I mean, seriously, wasn't it? Like, totally. Bet you had no idea I was using you as a bodyguard, huh? Oh, are you mad at me? I mean, are you? Well, anyway, it turns out that my other half, I mean, the soulmate that I've been searching for, was you.
Aw, cute.
The demon part of you is the proto-fiend Aogami, right?
Well, it was.
I was created using a protophene as a base. It's why I feel so comfortable around you.
I mean, look at us. We don't look entirely human anymore. The glowing eyes, the fact that like we have the mask covering it, like all like the purple energy in us, we are becoming more demon than human as we go on.
My soulmate's been with me this whole time.
Oh, I'm an Azako, you little cute thing.
Okay, I think this whole guide bodyguard thing has run its course, don't you? After all, we're meant to be, you and me, right? Totally! Now, it's my turn to help you. I'm gonna join you as one of your demons. Oh, and don't expect me to say, nice to meet you, or any of that sappy stuff. Ugh. Got it?
Amanazako joined your party, and you can also fuse your own. Alright, what have you got, Amanazako? Heavenly Reversal. When summoned from the stock, reverses stat buffs and debuffs for all allies besides self. Okay, you gotta be careful if you use that. If you got buffs, they're gonna become debuffs. You need to do it when you're like nerfed into the ground. Chance to counter strength-based attacks with weak dark. Lowers attack by 1 rank by 3 turns. Zia Barian, Energy Drain, Muddy Rahan, Zio, Almighty Plamora, Thunder Rain. Alright. Ooh, she has Mata Gatoki luck. Hey, if you want to grind money in this game, there's the skill. You find enemies that drop a shit ton of money, and then you use that the turn you go to kill them, so you get as much money out of it as possible. That's the skill you use. In fact, I might actually try, if I can help it, demonstrate. Since we're going back anyway. Oh, I need to fucking remember where Alice was. Uh-oh. Ooh, is it this one? Yes.
Come on.
Alright, we got Alice back. Anyway, the grind, I will show it off, because to be blunt, I will be using it. If you don't have this DLC, there is an alternative, and I will show that off as well. But because I saw this, you go to, fucking, which one's that one? This is DLC, by the way. This is like a bonus thing. You apply it. Let's have a Manazaka in the party now. Reset the spawns. And then it's like, I think... down here, yeah, you find one of the gold guys. You need it to be 4 of them. If it's just one, we can't do it. Okay, it's 4 of them. Oh, I don't have the Magatsuhi to even do it. Well, fuck, hang on. I don't actually have the Magatsuhi to do it. I didn't realize that we didn't have any. Hang on, I need to build that back up. Well, fucking... ow. I do want to show this off, but hang on. There's a bit more Magatsuhi. I was not paying attention to my Magatsuhi. Whoops. You get so little. I need like to find like a good surge of it. But you can see that this money DLC is going to get you a lot of money anyway, because those guys drop things that you can sell. But if I can... don't see me. One of them saw me, that's fine.
Come on.
I can hear horses. I can hear horses galloping down the road. I'm being dead serious. I can hear horses right now galloping down the road. You know, living in the UK sucks 99% of the time. Sometimes you hear cool shit. Like horses galloping down the road. Holy, hang on, sorry, I'm getting distracted. I gotta see this. Hell yeah. Oh, come on, we're nearly down the Magatsuhi. I never think about where the orbs are, because I usually don't need them or think about them.
Come on.
Aha. Oh, come on. Hey, there we go. Now I can actually try and demonstrate. Actually, what might be easier? Hang on. Is just do that. So Manazaka goes first when we get into a fight. Actually, I think I can just use this and force one to spawn, right? Oh, okay, that didn't work. Going Komagawa. B4. Okay. Okay, Amanazako, use luck. And then they all need to be killed this turn. Now look how much money I get out of this. Never mind, another wave spawned. I mean, we should still be good, I hope. We'll find out. If I just got fucked over again, I'll be a little annoyed, but we'll see. Ah, we did get fucked over. Damn. The fight has to end that turn. You get the gist. You use that skill, and then you make sure the fight ends that turn, and you get, like, millions. You get, like, a shit ton of money, but it's just... The game's determined to make a fool out of me. Oh, let me make sure I turn this off as well again. There's a few demons that want to chat to me. Oh, well, Tal's not a demon. She's like a goddess. Medirahan, yeah, have it over Mahame on. Mermaid, my loyal, dearest friend. And Manazako's like, I'm right here, bitch! And Namar. I want to hear more screams. This power obliterates our enemies.
Oh, good.
You don't have any almighty attacks, so thanks but no thanks. And what was the other quest? Oh, we're back over here. I think both of these last two quests, considering that first one was an alignment quest, as in like it affected whether it was more lore or chaos. I think both of these last two quests are like the last ditch efforts to affect your alignment if you're not happy with the alignment you're on. That's my guess. But I imagine this one's also going to have a lore and chaos choice. But because I'm committed to my chaos route, which means I'm probably going to be siding with Yoko when we next see her. Also, I don't know if I'm going to finish like the main game today, but it's becoming more likely that that might happen. It depends how big the actual final area is. There you are, Robu. You see the box-shaped hole at your feet? That's the secret container, the Mihishiro. The Seraphim will appear once you place the angel ring there. Are you ready? I'll come back in a second. Just in case. Because I imagine we're going to have to fight all the angels back to back. Put the angel ring in the container. The Magasuya, the same seraphim, begins to gather. Okay, is it going to be classic design, or is it going to be whatever the fuck their designs were in 4? Okay, it's classic design. I can tell by the fact that they look human that it's classic design. If you want to see some like gnarly fucking designs, look at the 4 angels designs in SMT4. I don't know what they were cooking, but they went wild with it. Like, they went for like the biblically accurate angel like approach. They look like horrendous creatures of like hell. They look like disgusting, like monstrosities. They're crazy. Also, you get to listen to the angel theme one more time. There was 74, and there's 3 of them. Ooh. I'm gonna imagine you're all weak to... Oh no, you're not all weak to dark. I'm gonna use this as information. You're weak to ice. And you're weak to fire. I'm gonna try and hit them with a frolic next turn. Fucking half my party like completely blocks a physical, my guy. Okay, because this breaches, this will hit anyway. But yeah, usually one would be blocked. Oh, electric's the only one where they don't all block it, huh? Okay. I'm still gonna, like, hit them all with a debilitate. And I want to see if I can hit them with a frolic. I can! I can at least get the defense lower. Hey, I charmed the lads, but not the ladies. Nice one, Cleo. I'll hit him with another D-bill. Please miss it. Damn it. I admit one of them missed. We still lost it. They still lost a turn. I imagine we're going to fight all 3 of them and then fight Michael. In SMT1, that's how it works. Michael was like the big one you fought at the end. But if I recall rightly, I don't think the other 3 were actually in SMT1. I think Gabriel, Uriel, and Raphael were first introduced in SMT2. But SMT1, it was just Michael. Oh, well, good show, mate. And you got all of their essences. Great work! The power of the 3 Seraphim is now contained in the ring. We can finally free Lord Michael. There's no time to waste. I must hurry to the sealed door. I couldn't have done it without you, thanks. Allies of the Herald race can now use Shield of God. Greatly decreases damage to all allies until next turn. Hey, I wonder if that would be enough to survive Gaia Rage. Somehow I doubt it. And the 3 of the 4 angels are now available. I imagine there's now another quest. For, like, Michael. Somewhere. Fucking God knows where. I guess I want to talk to in the medical lab. Okay, I have no idea where he's fucked off to. I have no idea where he's gone. I can't see him anywhere. It's funny how small, like, the first 2 areas are compared to, like, the 3rd and 4th. But I didn't realize it like until we actually got there. But the later areas are way bigger. There's a treasure chest I missed? Right. Once again, I am going to advance the plot. Or at least try to. I'm gonna like alternate back to this save file. Actually, I'll save them both, and then we'll just use this one. Actually, how's my... Oh, we've got enough MP, we can at least hop in. There'll be save points within. Oh, the music faded out real quick. Uh-oh.
This is the Temple of Eternity. Once we reach the top and offer the 3 keys, the path to the Empyrean will open. The Pillar Imperial, as it is called, spans the gap between heaven and earth, connecting them. Do be careful, however. I detect many a demon within these grounds.
So is this going to be an actual final dungeon? Oh, hell yeah. This game has 2 dungeons. New shit at the shop? He sells whittled goat, which is like a second chance basically if you die. That's actually base. Fucking mad gas assistance.
Need it. Look at say need it. Look at say need it.
Oh, now we've here. I've got to check again. Aha! Aha! I gotcha! You now have something new to say. Finally. Alright, back to the DMZ1 manor. That's also the Tokyo Diet building. What have you got for me, little lady?
Do you mind?
Director, ready to perform that more detailed examination I mentioned earlier. If you can spare some time, we should be able to create an even stronger essence than before. I have no reason to refuse. Just give me a moment, Izanami. So is the power of a Nahabino beautiful? With this much power, you can almost remake the world here and now.
You.
Do you intend to create a world of many gods, like the director wants? A world of many gods.
Yes?
Director? The world I want is one where the lives and freedom of Tokyo's people wouldn't be threatened. That is why I joined the battle for the throne alongside my knowledge Yuzuru Tsuta. But in the end, it cost him his life. I couldn't protect him. I placed my people in danger, claiming that I was fighting to keep them safe. The outcome of such contradictory logic should have been made clear. But Director,
Yes.
I will still fight for the throne. We can't let Bethel or Tiamat take it, otherwise Tokyo will be at their mercy. But given my failures, I can no longer claim to pursue the same cause as before. Naturally, I have no intention of forcing you to follow my vision either. All I want is to protect you, my partner, and this time I will not fail. That is the only path left for me. That's really what you want? I don't know, but for now, I believe it's for the best. And no matter what your vision is for the future, I believe the world will be better for it. Really? I'm going on the Chaos route, mate. I don't know if... For your knowledge, Dalgami, my brother.
Now then.
Well, we've talked long enough. Here, this is what the research created from that data. Essence median. Looking forward to see what your comes together is, Anami. I'm going to gather some more actionable data next, but the test will have to take some time to prepare. Create a new essence at that time. Okay, so yeah, we'll have to come back yet one more time yet. Alright, what did we pick up? Oh, so Uriel, Gabriel, and Raphael are there. There you are. Intercalation? After evading attack, adds 1 press turn at the start of the next turn. Lunation Flux, slight HP of card itself, does not consume... Interesting! Luna Hurricane, Hypos Plamora, and Impaler Animus. Intercalation is interesting, the rest... As I've said before, but it depends on the game. Like, which path is the one that feels the most, like, fleshed out or realized. Like I said, they usually all feel fleshed out. It's just which one feels like is, like... I don't know what the right word is. Like, intended's not really the right word. Recommended's not really the right word, because both of them, they want you to do all the paths and try them out. But the one that feels the most, like, true to the vision of the game. Like, SMT1, it's neutral. SMT2, it's lore. In 3, it's true chaos. In 4, it's neutral. In 4 Apocalypse, they take the option... They take those options away from you. It's either godhood or friendship. And both of them feel as valid as each other. In this game, maybe it's just because I've been, like, committing to chaos, but it feels like this game might be chaos. But it's hard to tell right now... Because, you know, I haven't finished the route, and I also haven't done the lore path. When I do the lore path, it might become, like, obvious then. Alright, you can buy these ones as well. Elusive Eclipse, I'm going to buy that back, because I am kind of debating maybe getting that. Moonlight Frost is great, but Elusive Eclipse slightly raises evasion, but after an evasion, you get a physical counterattack that just ignores. Ending oriented. Yeah, I guess. Well, and Strange Journey, like, because, like, I always forget to mention Strange Journey, even though Strange Journey is absolutely a mainline SMT, it's just not numbered. That one's also kind of chaos. Whilst in Strange Journey of Redux, if you go for the extra endings, I think they're all about as justified as each other. In my opinion. Most people just say true neutral, but I think they're about as justified as each other. Oh, I don't need to warp here. I can go straight into the temple. Alright, I don't really know what to expect from the final dungeon. Like, SMT's history of final dungeons, Nocturne is the 666 floored maze. Which sounds imposing, but it isn't actually that bad, because you find lifts that skip like 50 floors at a time at points. Like, you do 40 floors straight, and then you hop in a lift, and suddenly you're at floor 100, and you're like, oh, okay. I mean, in SMT's case, yeah. I think, like, Strange Journey is effectively Shin Megami Tensei 4. But it just, because it was just different enough, they didn't commit to the numbering, so technically classed it as a spin-off by calling it Strange Journey. But it absolutely is a mainline SMT game. And they very much treat it and embrace it as a mainline SMT game. It's just, obviously, like I said, not numbered as one. But yeah, to get back to the final dungeon talk, so SMT3 had, like, the Super Gauntlet Maze. SMT4, if you went for neutral ending, you had Lucifer's Palace. Which, Lucifer's Palace, it wasn't too bad. It was a maze of doors. But it was like essentially, like, you were in one room, and you had to go in, and it had 6 doors in it, and you had to go through the doors in the right order. When you did that, it then put you on a linear path with some enemies, and then on the other side of it, then you were done. It was actually kind of short. 4 Apocalypse was outskirts of the universe, or Yivi's domain. That is, in my humble opinion, one of the worst dungeons ever designed in a video game ever. I fucking despise Yivi's domain, or the outskirts of the universe. That dungeon, it was about 11 hours of my life I'm never getting back. And the fact that there are traps in the dungeon, and the sole purpose of the trap is to put you backwards, is to make you, like, go further back into the dungeon, so sometimes you can just lose an hour of progress because the dungeon goes, It's just like, fuck, come on. I mentioned it a few times before, but I'll say it again. For Apocalypse, the thing that stops it being the most approachable SMT game in the series is, I kid you not, just the final dungeon. SMT4 Apocalypse is the, like, before this game, was the most approachable, the most accessible, and, like, just the easiest to get into while still being hard SMT game in the series. Up until the final dungeon, and then the final dungeon just fucking beats the shit out of you. And the final boss is one of the hardest bosses I've ever overcome in a video game. But the final boss I fucking love, because, you know, it's super challenging, but it's still, like, not for everyone. Oh, okay, you're just straight up an enemy. It's like we did a side quest with a demon that looked like this, so I didn't know if this was going to talk to me or if it's just an enemy. What level are the enemies, actually? I should probably check that. Oh, new battle theme. Oh. Hey, I wonder if it's, like, this is the final dungeon exclusive battle theme, huh? All of the new battle themes we've heard today have been bops. Beelzebub, Shiva, this. So, yeah, this is the normal battle theme when we're in the final dungeon, is what I'm assuming. Oh, Oroshi's gonna beg for his life. Sure, dude. I can't remember if I have Orochi. But we do now, though. Whoa, what the fuck? Where'd the music go? It's like time frozen? Is that like the gimmick? You have to like unfreeze time? Oh, time is hella frozen, huh? Is that the gimmick? You have to like freeze and unfreeze time? That's cool. And this green field like restore time. Which, but yeah, makes everything start moving again. Okay, I see you. And then they've introduced the portals, like, okay, now here's your first save. The temple first floor inside. Realizes that sometimes I get a debate with Neptunia. I don't really tend to sound snobby, I just really dedicate to the franchise. Yeah, I know, dude. So I got distracted by the game for a minute. Oh, new domain for us to rest in.
Listen closely.
It seems a Temple of Eternity, it's not just a test of power, but of knowledge as well. If it's a test of knowledge, then it is you who will face these trials. Not that I'm worried, of course. I may not have been your partner for long, as my brother was, but I've seen enough to be confident in your decisions. No matter what happens, don't falter. All you have to do is proceed, with the same strength you always have. So rest easy. As long as I am here, I won't let your life be stolen away. Do you have anything else to say? Since time immemorial, the would-be ruler gods passed through the Temple of Eternity to reach the Empyrean. I suppose the obstacles that bar our path, even within the temples, are meant to test our worthiness.
Let's be off.
But frankly, I'm not worried. I doubt anything here can stop us. The current world was built upon the order of the creation, of the Creator, and it is his right when he took the throne to have his will manifested. Having seen this world for what it is, what would you do with it? Fucking not whatever Yivi's been doing with it. There are a lot of you guys here. I love this battle theme. It's a shame I'm so powerful that we're not going to hear it much. I also love it in the track when it starts turning out and you hear that, like, that slight, like, synth line in the background go do it, Do it. That's straight out of Nocturne. That's like a musical reference to SMT3. SMT3 does that a lot. So I'm just enjoying the music a little bit. Track's great. I'm also going to reset the chat room while I'm at it. Oh, what a cold loop. The hard cut straight back like that. Yeah, it is a great game. I like this. Oh, this place is very maze-like, huh? Was level up your demons and Kali's essence. Oh, that's actually quite nice. That's Barbarian. Fucking Jesus, there's so many of you guys. It's just 3 times so we can at least see what's going on. I'll try to see if I get over him. Boom. I don't know if we're going to finish it today, because I have no idea like how long this dungeon is going to be, but I'm definitely going to try my best. Take it, you thief! Oh, 21k, hell yeah. Also, did it get reflected and immediately die? That's funny. Oh, that's to proceed. Ooh, okay. Actually, fair, how long some final boss gauntlets can be in SMT, I might try and get to like the last like hurrah of the game and then wrap it there, even if it's a little shorter, and then the next stream then finish the game. Which is kind of depressing to say that we are actually like near the end of this, because I can't stress enough. If it hasn't been obvious by how regularly I've been streaming this, like even on days when like I didn't need to because I was going to take them off. But there was a day where I was going to take the stream off and I ended up just streaming more of this. I have thoroughly fucking loved this experience. This game is something special. This game is a genuine Shin Megami Tensei experience, and I'm so happy to be able to get that. It takes a long while, Lord knows if you're an SMT fan, you're fucking waiting between entries. 2003, 2008, 2013, 2017, now this. There's a gap between those entries, but it's never not been worth it. My only concern is, I fear that gap will get longer between entries, especially now they're full big console releases like this. Like, I honestly hope they reuse the engine and a lot of assets of this game in the next one just to speed up development. They don't need to remake it from scratch. Look, I got it for this game compared to 4 because 4 was on the Nintendo 3DS. It was on a handheld. So building it to try and put SMT to its full front, sure, it was going to take a lot more resources and time. But I would be okay with SMT6 reusing a lot of assets from this game and then just building on top of it with new character, new story, new lore and chaos. And in the same way that this game definitely takes a lot of cues from SMT3, I hope 6 takes a few more cues from from 2 and 4. Because I do prefer 2 and 4's style over 3 and 5's, where it's more equipment based in how your stats and alignment is. Not alignment, sorry, your stats and affinities. Like, you might get a helmet that is it makes you immune to fire but weak to ice, and that's your armor set, and if you get a complete set you get a different set and all that. There is no equipment in this game. Once you become a man, perhaps I will seduce you and make that power my own. Alright. Alright, Nama, she's just gonna say, hey look, I'm just gonna fuck you and then steal your power. Ooh, null fire. Sure, Nama, you sure. Ooh, Zombarian. Oh, that is a shift. For hang on. For Mermaid. Zombarian. Ooh. Right, you, Ashif, what you got to say?
Ah, yes.
What do we get to see?
Ah, yes.
Ooh, Maduda Barian. Whoops, wrong button. All game long, I get the buttons modeled up. R1 is heal, L1 is go back, left on the D-pad is save, up is sky view, but we can't do sky view, and down is a stoma if I want the enemies to leave me alone. But a stoma spends Magasuhi, which is why I don't like using it. And I don't really need to. Maybe if I do if and when I do the NG Plus playthrough on Canon of Creation, I'll use a Stoma a bit more because, NG Plus, we're going to be, super high leveled for, most of the game, so we don't really need to be fighting enemies. But I will consider that when I get to it. Regardless, when I do more playthroughs, regardless of what we do, it won't take as many streams. Because we don't need to do any grinding, really. We can just burn through the game in NG Plus and just see what the other story routes do. The only thing is that we will have to fight Shiva again and Canon of Creation, because there is an ending tied to beating Shiva. So if I want to get all the endings, I have to do that. And also, even though I will have, in theory, assuming I beat Satan, have access to Godborn by then, because there is... I will get rid of Zeodine. Because there is still one more super boss I've yet to even face, because it's exclusive to Canon Creation, I won't do a Godborn playthrough. If I do a Godborn playthrough, that will be after I've done Canon Creation, and it'll be doing the lore ending, because that, in theory, will be the only thing I'm missing. That and the virtual trainer for, the Platinum. The virtual trainer is the only thing I'm dreading a little bit, because the virtual trainer, you have to beat all the courses, and then beat all the courses on challenge mode, which is where all the enemies are set to level 100. And it's depending on what challenges end up on the, like, in the virtual trainer in general. I don't think it counts like the DLC stuff. Like, I think that goes to a separate category. It just means like the actual main base trials. I like this final dungeon theme. I wonder if it's going to do what it did in SMT3, where like the further you go, the more gets added to it. Because that was one of my favorite things in SMT3. You feel the progress as you scale the tower, because the music gets more instruments added to it, and it eventually evolves into like movements. Which then makes it hit very hard when you finally get to the top floor, and suddenly most of the instruments, but like just the piano, vanish. Like, most of the instruments, but the piano, I meant. Like, it builds up and up and up and up, and then it just kind of encapsulates and then hushes as you're at the top floor. Like, are you ready for the final boss? That kind of thing. And considering the true final boss, Lucifer, is straight up a super boss in how they designed him, yeah, it is like a, are you sure you're ready? If you go for any other ending, you don't fight Lucifer. If you are going for True Demon, you fight Lucifer, but Lucifer's super tough. That's actually a good question. I wonder what the final boss of this game is. Because, I mean, like, traditionally, you fight Lucifer at the end, but Lucifer kind of got brought up once near the start, and that was the last we heard of him. The only other time he's been brought up was actually this stream, where Beelzebub brought him up. Because in SMT 1, 3 if you go for True Chaos, 4 if you're on neutral or law path. Yeah, and that's it. You fight Lucifer as the final boss. I had to think for a second. Oh, this just loops back round, okay. Whilst in SMT 2 and SMT 2, 3 if you go for any other ending, and 4 Apocalypse, you fight someone else. In 2 and 4 Apocalypse, you fight Yivi. In 3 Base, you fight the Moon. And to be honest, you fight the Moon anyway if you go for True Chaos. You fight Lucifer after the Moon. After Kazuguchi. Kazuguchi, I think it's like Kazuzuchi. I always pronounce it wrong. But Yivi hasn't been brought up once, so I know it's not Yivi. At least that would be a hell of a surprise if it was. Like, to not bring him up once and then going, oh, here he is. Here's the gold head. God, there's a lot of Onryokis around here. Hey, Onryoki. I remember when you was actually a kind of scary boss in Nocturne. Your gimmick was... Once you know Onryoki's gimmick, it's not too bad. But I think this was the boss where... if you had to fight him during I think it was a full moon, because he mimics himself, and if you attack the wrong one, he counters. But if you've got a full moon, he has a shadow, because the light of the moon is enough to give him a shadow. So you can see which one's the real one. So like people who first like just fight him the moment they get to him, they get caught off guard. Okay, that's a door that would like put time back to normal. And we already did see that there's a door beneath us that is the... Yeah, that one, that is the resetter. That's probably to leave the area, so let's see if I can try and get these treasures. Yeah, there's a time stop there. Oh, there was a bit of blurred space. Oh, god damn it, now I feel like I need to check it just in case. Pretty sure it'll be nothing over here, but I have to check. Yeah, no, there's nothing here.
Say,
Robu, can I get a moment? Before you take the throne, I want to talk about the world you're going to create. Oh, she's like, uh-oh. Tao's gonna be like, hey, I've noticed you're a little chaos. The thing is, after awakening as a goddess, my old self should have faded away, since I'm not really necessary for my duty. But I still feel like me. I'm still Tao Isunokami. I think it's because of all the time I spent with you and Yoko. Traveling through Dart together helped me feel so much stronger. Yeah, where is Yoko? We haven't seen her in a while.
say.
I want to save the people who are suffering in this broken world. I think I know the source of all that suffering too. It's because the Creator made the world this way. So we have to make our own world. A more perfect world. Where no one is doomed to suffer. A world where all of humanity's dreams can come true. I know we can make it a reality. It'll be hard. Yeah, for sure, it won't be simple, but it's not impossible. With all these different lives and different perspectives, it won't be easy to make everyone happy. And as the new ruler, you'll need to watch over your people and guide them for a long, long time. But I think that's a price worth paying, right? If it means no more suffering in the world, I'll do whatever I have to. And I would watch over this new world at your side if you want that. So will you help me make my vision a reality? Let's both do all we can to make our ideal real world, Robu. Oh, okay, so if you're on the lore path, by the sounds of it, you're on the lore path, you rule the world with Tao. You create a new world with Tao. You don't rule over it. And I'm going to assume Yoko is going to like destroy the world and rebuild it in a new way, and because I'm going on Chaos, I'll end up siding with Yoko at the end.
Hey!
I'm also curious if like much of like the final bosses or like boss or bosses, whichever it ends up being, changes depending on our route. Like, are we gonna fight Tao? Because I feel like we're going to. Like, we know we're gonna have to fight Tiamat. I think Tiamat is a no matter what situation. But it's whether like Tiamat's the final boss, because it could be. Or if, like, whatever path we pick's the final boss. Like, is Tao the final boss of Chaos and is Yoko the final boss of Law? And that's assuming Lucifer's not, like, gonna just show up at the end and be like, hey, guys! You know, just for tradition's sake. I wouldn't mind them breaking away from tradition and not having Lucifer be the final boss. Because it worked fine for Apocalypse, it worked fine for 3 when you're not going for the true Chaos ending. It works fine for 2. Heck, you can even like strike a deal and work with Lucifer in 2, depending on your pathing. I call Mastermo or that. Oh right, fucking Darzai, I forgot about him. Yeah, Darzai's still around here somewhere. It's funny how I knew exactly who you meant the moment you said Ryuji clone. Because he's also a blonde dumbass. The only difference is, but like Mastermo, I think Mastermo we will fight at some point because of our routing. I just don't know if he'll be the final boss. And I think I would be a little underwhelmed, to put it mildly, if fucking Darzai was the final boss. Like, just throwing it out there, I think that'd be a bit like, why are we fighting this schmuck? Like, I kind of want to fight him along the way in this dungeon. And that's not impossible to say, because every final dungeon in an SMT game usually has boss fights throughout the dungeon, not just, you know, at the end. Like, SMT3, any, like, ending path you don't go on, you have to kill the person of that path, and they break them up throughout the whole dungeon. Like, on floor 150 something, you fight the first boss, then 300 something, you fight the next, on 450, you fight the third. In SMT4, in Lucifer's Palace, you just fight a bunch of, like, really powerful demons that are treated as bosses after a set point. in For Apocalypse you have 2 boss rushes. You have a boss rush where you fight 5 bosses in a row, with the last one being Merkaba, or Merkaba, who is like that game's version of like the ultimate archangel, like the ultimate interpretation of lore. And then on the second floor of the dungeon you get a boss rush that ends in Lucifer. And then there's that whole bullshit with the final floor, where the entire final floor of the outskirts of the universe, to try and demonstrate how, like, ultimately, wholly powerful Yivi actually is. All of the enemies are just major boss fights across the whole franchise. The basic enemies are just infamous bosses of the franchise. Metatron is everywhere in that fucking dungeon. And it's like, this guy's usually like the boss you fight just before the final boss. Why is he just a normal enemy? And it's because it's supposed to demonstrate how powerful Yivi is, and like how like divine supreme it is. And I can't stress enough, like, if SMC4 and 4 Apocalypse ever get remastered, I'll make a point of grinding to level 99 before we go into God's realm, or Yivi's realm, so that when we are in there, I can just hit an Estoma, because fighting a Metatron every random encounter, those fuckers have 20,000 health. That fight takes a minute. You can't just, like, it's not just a normal enemy encounter, you fight and deal with them. No, you have to treat it like a boss every random one you encounter. So it just becomes better to not fight any of them if you can help it. There's a lot of murders here. A sheaf again?
Ew.
Okay, strength boost. To be fair, this final dungeon so far seems pretty simple. Like, the time stop gimmick's pretty easy to kind of identify, like where you need to go and what you need to do. This whole fucking row of martyrs like guarding the way is kind of funny. Fun fact, Marder was one of my endgame personas the very first time I went through Persona 4 back when I was younger. I really liked the design, so I just made it my fixation to try and get it. And then I ended up keeping him for like near the end of the game. I can't remember if I actually used him on the final boss. But I did have him around for a while. He was pretty good in P4. Oh, I just passed through a time restore gate. Okay, so that's good to keep in mind. Yeah, there's the time stop. Alright, is there a way around it without having to... Fucking... all the martyrs. The martyr men. The Martyr-mageddon. I love this final dungeon battle theme so much, dude. Dude, we've heard 3 new battle themes today, and all 3 of them have been hits. Beelzebub is fucking fantastic. Shiva's theme, one of the best, if not my favorite theme in the game. This, like, battle theme, it's a fantastic, like, amp up for the finale. Like, it gets you, like amped up, like, you're at the end now, bitch. I think all of you will eat to ice. Yeah, get bugged. I also find it kind of funny how, because of how much you can like stat boost and whatnot, Sakura has been in our team since like the word go. And even though I don't use them anymore, Eden and Artemis are still around because they're great fallback units. Even if I do want to rebuild Artemis a little bit when I get the chance. And Idun ship doesn't have an 8th skill, so whoops, I could probably try and give her something at some point. Maybe like null physical. I also want to rebuild a Grat. My plan for a Grad is a little deranged, but stick with me here. It's only Queen's Decree, and all the rest are passives. Like, passives to cover her weakness, and then all the other passives are like boost Almighty damage, make it so Almighty can pierce, make it, you know, shit like that. So like, our whole strategy is just spam Queen's Decree, because it's 12 Almighty attacks. Even if it's minimum, so it does very little damage, if I boost it enough, it will be considerable. You know, I could probably make something out of it. Liv has been great. I kind of want to do something with Namar, but I'm not sure yet. Ashif, I'm not that interested in, because I think that she's got too glaring of a weakness, being too physical focused. Like, look at her magic, it's 28, for goodness sake. Tao, I appreciate... If I hadn't started already grinding for the super bosses, I'm sure you would have been a great addition to the team. But, you know... Beelzebub, I've entirely built for super bosses. He's only here for super bosses. Resist everything and just focus on spamming Deathflies by using Impaler to guarantee it can hit. And I might think about building Shiva, but I'm undecided. It's just because Shiva's already level 99 that it makes sense to do something with it. I essentially just need to see how the game pans out. Like, when I go to fight Satan, when I really commit to the grind to try and beat Demi-Fiend. Oh, they're like charging in. What's over here? Oh, okay, we can't get up there right now. Have they finished their charge? They charge very slowly. So the only real criticism I've had with this game so far, and it's great that they are still here around, is that there really just isn't that many dungeons. For a franchise that's origins is in dungeon crawling, it's just weird to see so few of them here. But I also get that this game is a lot more focused on making those open fields to explore. So it's more probably just like they wanted the open fields to hit, so the development resources went to that more than any of the dungeons. Or like I say, any of the dungeons. The dungeons out here are still good. Are still enjoyable. I say that I know. The dungeon that we did before in the third area, that third area is different in Canon of Creation, so I imagine it's a different dungeon you go to. So there's still one more dungeon that we haven't been able to explore yet, because I think it's exclusive to Canon of Creation. And the only reason I think that, and I hope it's not going to end up like me being wrong and misunderstanding, is because when this game originally came out on the Switch, I heard people talk about that there was one particular dungeon that was super fucking annoying. And we're in the final dungeon of the game on Vengeance route, and to be blunt, the two main dungeons we've done, I've liked this one and I've enjoyed the previous one. It's a bit simple, it's just a maze with a time stop gimmick. But it serves its purpose, especially for like the finale of the game, to just kind of have one last hurrah of navigation. So I can only assume this one that's supposedly super annoying is in Canon of Creation. Assuming I even find it annoying. I love dungeons that make me stop and think. I know they're not for everyone, but I genuinely really enjoy dungeons that make you actually stop and think about what you're doing, and you can't just run through it. It's what I love about the, I forget what their temple's actually called, but I just call it the Water Temple from Tales of Berseria. That you, on your first playthrough at least, you can't just steamroll it, you have to actually stop and think about it for a second. Like, once you know what you're doing, it's easy, but on your first playthrough, you're like, hang on a minute, what the fuck? And And it's also like it's funnily enough, it's also a water temple in Death and Request 1. The underwater temple you go to just after you pick up Celica. I really enjoy that place. Even if it's kind of short when you know what you're doing, if you know where you're going, you can get that place done insanely quick. And then go fight the big spider. Oh, this is the end of the road. Okay, I need to go the other way then. I think I'm just a dungeon crawler guy. I just like I have my limits. Like, you can make a dungeon that's bad that I won't enjoy, but I just like dungeon crawling and puzzle solving and shit like that. I mean, it's obvious of how much I love Tomb Raider, that I love just being able to go and explore and solve puzzles and figure shit out within reason. But the problem I had with Tomb Raider 3 was that some of the puzzles got a little fucking questionable. Heck, some of the levels in general got a little questionable. Malibu Gorge would never stop haunting me. Oh shit. I still haven't gone back to Tomb Raider 3. I haven't done my 100% playthrough like I have with Tomb Raider 1 and 2. That game just burns me out. Even following a guide, I'm just like, oh, fucking Christ. So I just haven't been in the mood to do it. I'm not going to platinum it, like, I'm not platinuming any of the Tomb Raiders, at least not right now. But I do want to do like a 100% playthrough, as in like within the game itself, 100% playthrough. As in like find all secrets and things like that. I'm not going to be able to run straight to this, am I? I know he's going to summon extras, but I mean like no time stop. Okay, I guess I can just go straight to it. Junior, I think the Beelzebub theme and Shiva's theme, I'm absolutely going to add to my playlist. This battle theme I really like as well, but I don't want to go too fucking crazy with just adding a bunch of SMT5 tracks, even though it'd be very tempting and very easy to do because this game has so many fucking bangers. I'm honestly, you know what the biggest thing I'm curious about? I'm curious about the final boss theme. Considering all the other battle themes in this game and how they are, I'm genuinely really curious, what direction do you go with the final boss theme? Do you make it go crazy, or do you go atmospheric like Shiva? I kind of sort of hope they make it atmospheric. Make the final boss scary. Make you intimidated by the final boss in the same way Shiva scared the shit out of me off that theme alone. But I feel like half the adrenaline I felt during the Shiva fight was because of that theme. That theme made me feel like I was fucked no matter what I did. And it's genuinely commendable how they managed to like invoke that feeling so effortlessly. But yeah, this dungeon so far, it's just mazes. It hasn't been too bad. Maybe this is an apology for 4 Apocalypse and that bullshit final dungeon.
Listen, young man.
Then the powerful demon. We should prepare before going any further. I don't. Oh, main hall. Maybe we are near the end then. So I don't think we're at the Empyrean Throne. I'm gonna save though. He doesn't say Empyrean Throne, so I'm gonna assume not. All right, this might be our part-way boss. Yeah, we still got more to go. This might be our part-way boss.
Young man.
Stay on guard, Izanami. I sense a powerful presence nearby. Metatron! You dare heed my words. Okay, in the canon of creation, I know this in advance, so this is my warning for you guys. Your ending is locked in after Metatron in canon of creation. So if you want to go for the platinum and you want to do it in as few playthroughs as possible, save before Metatron, because in canon of creation they let you pick your ending. In canon of creation, you have 4 endings, and they basically just ask you what path do you agree with the most. But the 4th one's only available if you beat Shiva, whilst Vengeance is more traditional by your actions make your ending. I, Metatron, shall be your judge. Hell yeah, Metatron. Oh, you don't have a unique theme, you just play the Angel theme. Alright, but it's good to see you, buddy. The moment we fought Beelzebub, it did dawn on me. It's like, oh yeah, we're probably gonna fight Metatron, because you always usually do. Metatron is usually like the final hurdle of lore, and Beelzebub is the final hurdle of chaos. Like before like you get to like endgame.
Here.
Okay, resist all elements, block light, that makes sense. You're literally like the ultimate angel. And you are neutral to dark, so you have no weaknesses. You have Fire Sanai. Okay, I think that works different from how it works in 3. Mahameo, Megadalayan, Takarja, Takunda, Takarja, Debilitating, Mahama Barian. Mahama Barian is going to be your special skill. You're going to use that when you use your Magasuhi. Alright, let's start the routine. Even if it's Takarja and Takunda, we can like bait him into using it. Can you be frolicked? You can. I can at least get the defense drop. Yeah, he's gonna get rid of our buffs. So one of us blocks it and one of us drains it, so fuck yourself. I'm like the only one that can easily do damage to this thing. Okay. I mean, Moonlight Frost will... Yeah, I'll use that because that ignores. Get debilitation going. Cleo, I'm going to swap in Beelzebub. Because you really can't do much outside of Frolic, so I might as well try and swap someone else in. I mean, to be fair, neither can Kanana Sakuya, but she can at least keep up the supports. Sure. Okay, so he's going to use Mahama Barian next turn. Beezor, before we get carried away with this, okay, you are safe. Or safe enough. Alright, Beezor, you're only here for one thing, and that's Impale Animus and the Deathflies. I think Mahama Barian's coming. Yeah, there it is. How'd I know? Get predicted. Alright, this is going to be a little silly. I'm going to use Savage. You ready? So we do double damage at the cost of also spending double MP.
Your fate's already sealed.
I'm going to let this animation play out. In a while, I'll let it do it. Alright, Deathflies. Jesus! That's Beelzebub's serving the only purpose he's here for. That's a cool ass attack animation. I mean, it's very similar to how it was in 3, where he like shoots the beam out of his eyes, but it was just one big explosion, if I remember rightly, in that game. And then Beezor goes back to Impale Animus, so his next attack is more powerful and will ignore defense. Okay, he's going to use Mahama Barian again next turn. Keep debilitation going. Hey Beezor, this will be very, very fitting if this kills. It's going to do less damage because we don't have Savage, but it'll be very fitting if you can make this kill. Damn. That'll do. Oh, Metatron's essence. And Metatron to the Empyrean. Oh, we're here. If the quest said to the Empyrean done, we're here. We've got time. I might try and make it. We might actually go do the final boss then.
Yes. Correct.
Which then begs the question: where the fuck's Darkseid? Where is that bitch? Actually, no, it still says there's more there to pick up, so maybe not. Maybe it's just we've done that quest. Steam dip for a second. Oh, okay, I thought that happened. Sorry about that. I didn't know if it was on my end. Well, we won anyway, is the problem. And now, like, we might be done. See, we can create Metatron. I want to see if we can. Like, we have the tools.
Well...
Oh, okay. We probably have to make all the... it's probably make all four, like, the angels. Like, make all these and... Okay, I'll worry about that another time. And we picked up another essence. We picked up Metatron. Medallion, Cardiconja, Repel Light. Damn! Repel Light. Send that shit back. And High Almighty Pleroma. Oh, there's still more essences. What? Whose?
Return.
I must have drove past it. I'll save again.
Young man.
So we're pretty prepared. Oh, okay, we're gonna have all our bosses now. Because we're not at the Empyrean throne yet. The game specifically hasn't has told us we're not at there yet. Alright, is Masterma gonna show up? Is Darkseid gonna show up? Is Yoko gonna show up? Like,
This is the highest point we can reach. The path should open for us. Offer the 3 keys. At last we are free to walk the path to the Empyrean. There lies the end and the beginning. There lies the source of eternal light. The light that reforges our world. The Mahobino who reaches it may mold the world. Form it in any shape that they so choose. It is time to become that divine architect. Pass through the Empyrean and take your place upon the throne.
alright, Tao, I'm liking the new look. Is this like your fully realized goddess form?
Heed. Some aim to usurp your newfound reign. Show them no mercy.
Do you sense it? They are here.
Fucking here he is! He's dumbass.
Hey, look who showed up! That you, dude? I went to all that trouble not to kill you. Guess that's what I get for trying to be nice.
Fucking no hesitation tried to kill him, hell yeah.
Dazai, what are you talking about?
Eh? Hold on. Issa no Kami? That's wild. You're a goddess now, huh? I mean, I guess that's the natural path after all the saint stuff. I thought I was pretty clear. You defy God's will and become a Nahobino, and I have to kill you. So congrats! I guess you're on the list.
Oh, what the fuck happened to Abdiel?
Thing. Abdiel.
Oh god!
Yeah, Abdiel found out the truth. She wasn't strong enough to beat you on her own. Justice means nothing without power. And now that I'm the one with the power...
My guy, he has his hair flicked back and he's talking about power. This guy's trying so hard to be Virgil. It's mellow as fuck though. Yeah, it looks sick, but at the same time, what the fuck? Fallen Abdiel. Servant of God. Maybe MP effect takes action. Fallen Destroyer. Severe dark to all foes. Chance of insta-kill. Paler Aminus. Hades Blast. Hellfrost Luster and Makarakan. Jeez. I almost feel bad. Alright, let's prove to Dazai that he's not ascending to godhood. He's in fact just dehydrated. Oh, I forgot to swap Beelzebub. Whoa, whoops! I forgot to put Cleo back into the squad. Ooh. Get fucked. Hey, what about you, Dazai? What you got on you? You're weak to ice. Well, your stats are kind of shit. Ragabarian is... Beginner's luck. Increased damage when attacking a target as an ailment.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Yeah, I'll swap Beezle out next turn because we don't really need him doing his thing right now. I'll put my usual squad back on. Also, don't like several of us block physical?
Let's do it.
Oh, you confuse Lilith. That's not ideal. Let's focus on like keeping their squad going. Change. Give me Cleo back. Dazai seems kind of cool. Yeah, I like this track. It's fitting, I think. I like this. But then what else is new? Shin Megami Tensei 5, a battle theme that's good. Fucking. Let's get this to entropy him. Jesus, that did insane damage. Oh, and I got charm on him. On both of them, damn. Oh, okay, she wasn't that charmed. I don't think Darze's only got to have like one turn because fucking Abdiel keeps on fucking it up for him by using Dark on me when I have like an immunity to Dark. Oh, bye, Darze. Ooh, I like this bit of the track. Oh yeah, I liked that part of the track. That was a fun bit. We might get the kill. Okay, we did. It was just in case we didn't, I wanted to keep the debuff going. Alright, and now one last time, Darze, I get to say this. You're not ascending to godhood. You're just dehydrated.
Impossible.
And now he's at that hospital stage.
Lost. A loser. I guess I haven't changed. I'm still.
I almost kind of feel bad for Darze. He was so blatantly manipulated and corrupted by Masterma to become this, and then he just died not achieving anything anyway. Like, he was manipulated so severely, and then it just got him killed. He's honest about it, yeah.
You have been avenged, Yuzuru Atsuta. Abdiel and Ichiro Dazai have been slain. The future now lies with him. Rest in peace, and watch over him as he decides the fate of this world.
I'm sure. Even Dazai had his own vision for making a better future. Now, it's time. You must guide the world to come.
Oh, we're just going straight in? Oh, I thought it was going to let me, like, prep first. Uh-oh. Because I was going to... Uh-oh. Because I think this is the final boss. And I was like, I think it'd be nice to let me do a little fucking prep first.
It has been a long journey, and you have done well to come this far. We stand before the Pillar Imperial, a path of light. It shall lead the Nahobino to highest heaven. See your world achieved. I will stand by your side until the very end. Creation is the will of the universe itself. And the reason, my reason for being, is to oversee it. Come, let us go.
We can make Abdiel. We can make that Abdiel. And yeah, no, we can make both of them, normal and fallen. New quest toward a new world. And the Taito Battles B-side. Oh, okay, we actually have a dungeon. Okay. That was just a halfway point. For a second, I was like, wait a minute, I'm not ready yet. So we actually still have more of a dungeon to go. The Imperial Atrium. So I was right when I said that I thought that was more the midpoint. What's new that you're selling? You can just buy grimoires now to level up your demons? Oh yeah, they know you're at the end of the game. They're like, hey, look, fucking, come on. If you want to just buy grimoires, here you go. You can level up your demons. That's actually kind of sick when you actually reach the final, like the actual final bit. They just go, you know what, here you go.
Welcome.
There she is. There's Fallen Abdiel. I want Fallen Abdiel just because of the design alone. What am I missing? Normal Abdiel. You know that tracks. What do I need for normal Abdiel? Miser's deck. Do I have the ability to make you? Yes, I do. What am I? No, Yulu.
Is this demon to you?
And now this will allow us to make Abdiel. No. No. Sure, Hameon. I think my stream is dipping a bit, so I think I will wrap up because I don't want it to, like, fall apart whilst I'm mid-fighting the final boss. So I think I will wrap up after we've done this, which means it is a bit of a shorter stream, but next time we stream SMT5, we might be finishing the game. Which is honestly crazy to think about. I'm going to keep Freykugel, even though she can't use it right now. Pela and no physical.
Is
Yep.
this demon to you?
I will fight at your side.
Well, you're about
As
to.
expected.
We're about to kill you. Sorry about this, Abdiel, but oh boy, we can now make Fallen Abdiel. If we can get the light weakness covered, Abdiel might be a very actually decent option. Barbarian. Oh, yeah, nope. What do you normally learn through leveling? Repel physical. Jesus Christ. Okay. And Hide Dark Primora. Hide Dark Primora I want as well. So we don't need null physical because fucking that will solve itself. So I'll take Freykugel. Is Fallen Destroyer ignore? No, it's just Seville. I'm going to get rid of Moraga Barian. So I can have Abyssal Mask as well. And then take Impaler Animus. Because we're going to, and then I can figure out the rest in a minute.
Is this demon to your liking?
Let us smite our enemies.
Ooh.
No
That was a
question.
growl in her voice when she said that. Ooh. Let us smite our enemies.
Return.
Fucking get out of here, Orochi. I recognize this fucking this music that's playing. Oh my god, I recognize this. This track that's playing right now, the very, very, very first teaser trailer SMT5 got back in 2016 or 2017, I can't remember which one it was, had this playing in it. They were playing the final dungeon theme in the first teaser. That's wild. I recognize this. I was like, oh, Jesus. But yeah, because of the internet being a little stuttery, and you know, we're at like such a crucial point in the game, I don't want it to drop. I think it's a smart choice to wrap it now. The only thing I want to quickly check before we proceed, back at the Tokyo Diet building, I want to check if I can talk to that lady again. Because I know there's still one more skill to pick up, and it's the reason why I'm so desperate to get it is because I think it will help for some of the super bosses, and I think it's just an interesting skill in general, that you can only... Okay, we can get it. That you can only use this skill after you dodge an attack, so that you have to actually kind of make an evasive build around it. Those tests I mentioned for those actionable data are ready now. It should give us all the data we need. How does it look? Incredible, it's the most useful data yet. I was able to detect an aura emanating from you that I've never experienced anything like before.
Right.
I suppose that goes to show how intense the fighting has gotten since we arrived at the Empyrean.
Yes?
That's true. Yoko Hiramine, was it? I wonder what her intentions were, starting with the Kadishtu. We still yet to bump into her. We know she's in here somewhere. I think it's literally going to be at the 11th hour she's going to show up. And destroy the world order. Bethel Dragon is unanswered. It was a good opportunity to ask, before we start to the throne, do you understand the Kadishtu and their vision for a world without rule? I get it. I see. I too rejected the reign, the god of law, when I sought the creation of the world of myriad gods. I've been grinding Haruka's requests on the side. That's fair enough. They were another thing I just never bothered with. I found them really annoying in Kiwami 1, and so I just didn't even look at them in Kiwami 2. I say that, aren't they in one of the other ones as well? Not just those two. Like, are they in 3 or 4 or something like that? I feel like they're in another one. Simply replace God's order with that many gods. I never thought to destroy the concept of order myself. But they, however, are different. They seek to reject the very concept of gods in power. Whether that would be equalizing revolution of society or the chaotic destruction of the world entirely depends on your point of view.
By the way...
So what were your thoughts on it, Director Koshimitsu?
Yes.
I've lived for too long in this world of order. 0 and K2 as far as I know. 0? Why would it be in 0? For Haruka. She's not even born yet. Or is it a different request system that I'm just misremembering? That works the same as Haruka's request, but it's not Haruka. Sorry, I misspoke. Oh, however, I believe they've published.
Young man.
Sorry, you're still young and unjaded. Look upon the world and think for yourself. Once you've determined your goal, I'm sure this power will help you achieve it. Ultimus.
By the way...
So skipping it, no. If the world is recreated, what will you do? No matter what happens, the world will endure. Even in the next world, I'll continue to do whatever I can for the people of this country. I'm sure Yuzuru Atsuta would have done the same thing. God, the Prime Minister really took a teenager dying on his watch to heart. I kind of respect it. He always brings him up. Alright, here it is. Luminescent Mirage. It guarantees you're going to dodge the next attack when you use it. Paraselene Blur. 4 medium strength light attacks to 1 foe, but you can only use it if you dodged the previous turn. So the idea is you use that into that. And you can also use Fierce Roar, which is basically taunt, to make it so the enemy's more likely to target you. Have it on the side with Great Light Pleroma. This is one of the strongest magic setups in the game. You have the enemy attack you, make sure you dodge it. When you do, using that, use Parascene Blur, and you hit them with 4 light attacks that get boosted. I'm not going to use it for our current build, because I don't need to, but when it comes to the super boss grind, I'm absolutely going to look into this. No, I'm telling you right now, I'm absolutely going to be looking into that as an option. Fucking Darzai's art. Darzai's artwork. What is the law on Darzai? A student during high school in Tokyo, he volunteered to cooperate with the Bethel Japanese branch. Awakened by Masterman's words to the creation's mission of preservation, he and Abdiel stand together to hunt down Nahobino. I like that you can get Abdiel and Fallen Abdiel. Getting Fallen Abdiel is that's just so fucking cool. I was so just baffled by why she looks like that, and I'm still not 100% sure why she looks like that. They said that it was after our defeat, it was her coming to the truth. So is it just her literally falling from grace after we beat her ass? But if that's the case, then what the fuck was the new demon head that burst out of her head, you know? Oh, and this is going to be that we can buy the Ultimate Essence if I use it.
Need any?
But maybe that's something I can just look into another time. This is just one last check that everything is done. Outside of, like, one treasure chest, that box there, I might try and find that in my spare time. Yeah, everything else is done, so next time we meet, we will push to finish this game. Oh, someone wants to chat in the terminal room. I guess I can poke my head in there. And someone wants to... That's Goko, isn't it? Goku wants to chat. And that's that dungeon. Okay, we'll quickly talk to these guys and then we'll wrap. It's just, like, especially with the internet getting a little dippy, I don't know how much longer this stream will be, because the final bosses of SMT usually take a while. Not just the fights themselves, but like the story stuff around it. Some of the same features. Oh yeah, we actually found a Type 0. And then I need to go to Jizoju. Or Jizoji. In the real world, that's like turbo dying. Oh, Coco, why'd you be so far away? What's your last words of wisdom? What is your reason of returning here? Are you anxious for what tomorrow may bring? Or perhaps you've simply come to bid farewell to it all? I think the internet dipped for a second there. Oh, it's still dipping. This is why I don't want to... It's still dipping a little bit. This is why I'm not going to be continuing after this, because I don't want it to go. Ugh. Bid farewell to it all? No, there's no need to answer. To keep this feelings close to heart is enough. I've traveled both this world and the Netherworld, and I've seen the answers that the Nahabino has given. I've also been guiding you. My goal is to inspire your vision for a new world. Perhaps you notice. Slay the Dragon of the Abyss and create your ideal world as its ruler. Thanks, Goko. You're still my favorite, like, inconsequential NPC because you gave me the ability to quick warp back to the last save point. Oh, I don't think this is going to hold. It's really dipping a bunch. At least on my end, it's dipping a bunch. So I am going to call it here. Yeah, so I'm just kind of following it on my end. Okay, so next time on Shin Megami Tensei 5, we will be ascending the throne. And very likely finishing this game's story. We managed to beat Shiva, one of the super bosses of the game, which is amazing. I'd never thought for a second we was going to get that, but we did it. And we're about as ready as we're going to be. So, until then, thank you all so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It genuinely really helps the channel grow. Additionally, you can find my Twitter, my Patreon, and my PayPal in the description of every single video. But until then, you guys take care now. As I just double check my save because I'm paranoid. Okay, bye.